Alright, what's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here. Match day, Everton. What do you reckon?
We're about to kick off. We're about to kick off. Not far away now.
Yeah, so we're a bit late, but
Internet issues, location issues, traffic, flooding in the middle of Brent Cross.
yeah, don't ask me, don't ask.
But we're here.
But let us know, can you see us? Can you hear us? Is everything all good?
You might need to change your audio to the microphone if it's not done already. USB, yeah. Perfect. That's better. That's better, isn't it, lads?
Alright, so can you hear us? Can you see us? Give us a COYS.
Come on, you Spurs. No spoilers. I'm not looking at any chat. I'm sorry. We're watching a stream. I can't be looking at chats. I tell you, the drinks break. I'll look at the chat.
What's the score going to be today, people? Put your scores in the comment section. Watching from Thailand, and let us know what countries you're watching from too.
All right, come on.
There's the bottle opener.
Just in time.
Can I just...
Come on, you Spurs! Come on, drinks!
Come. Let's just see some good football, whatever about the result.
I want 3 points today.
I'm disillusioned by what I want. I don't know what I want anymore. Do I want to win? Do I not want to win?
Always should want to win.
Obviously you should want to win, but I don't know. I don't know if I want Europa League, if I want to just leave it out for a year. Part of me wants Europa League just because it would be nice to just go to some weird European cities next season. Why not?
I don't know, you didn't go to Belgrade.
Yeah, true.
You know what the famous Bill Nicholson said? Without European football, Tottenham Hotspur are nothing.
Fair enough. Well, the Intertoto Cup, does that count?
Didn't in his day.
God, you Spurs!
You know that night we lost 7-0 or 8-0 to Cologne?
Yeah.
I was reading about it the other day. Apparently, it was an Intertoto Cup like qualifier. And we got loads of ringers in, like half the Barnet team were playing for us. It wasn't even like...
Is that why we got battered?
Yeah.
We just didn't care about it.
Alan Pardew was playing for us that day.
Alan Pardew, because obviously we lost 8-0. Alan bloody Pardew.
For one game, I think.
Really? Why do I know Pardew?
He managed of quite teams: West Ham, Newcastle,
Crystal Palace. Come on.
Newcastle.
Do you reckon we'd be... I think, do you reckon against Bournemouth we're going to be resting a few players?
I mean, we shouldn't. I don't know about resting, but definitely some rotation.
I can see us resting a few players.
What, you think Kane won't play?
Don't know about Kane, but maybe like Aurier.
Who's going to play there? Lucas.
Skip. I do not want to see Lucas Moura bloody crossing another ball at right back position. What a shocking crosser of a ball that man is. I've never seen him before in my life. I thought Aurier was bad.
And he's a winger by trade.
Man, I've never seen someone with such awful technique at crossing a ball. Just like lofting it like easy for centre backs to head it away. Every time.
It's like when you're trying to do chip on FIFA.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrific. Alright, come on Spurs. Good ball, Gio. Oh, corner. Early corner.
Should have let that go, Jordan. Why didn't he let that go?
I don't know. Who headed that on? I think it was off the other.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but still, stupid thing to do. You could have led to a goal.
Oh, it was off Dean.
I know, but if he saves that and if he keeps it in and there's a Spurs player there, it's very silly. See? Gary agrees with me.
Eriksen. The ghost of Christian Eriksen.
Forever and ever, Spurs will always be losing, not being able to be a first man from a corner.
Did you see the Inter Milan game last night? Proper Spursy.
Yeah, they were 1-0 up with, and the other team were down to 10 men. They somehow lost.
Yeah.
And they missed a penalty.
Inter got a man sent off.
No, Bologna got a man sent off.
Both.
I'm saying, but Bologna equalised when they had 10 men.
Yeah, and then into... Oh!
Shoot, just shoot! You might be on! No, this anyway. You can't just carry on with VAR.
Yeah. Yeah, well, someone says the comments, good start. All Spurs so far.
Well, it's only 3 minutes in, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we've got to take what we can get.
I did all my calculations yesterday in terms of if we can still get Champions League.
And?
I mean, we can, but very, very unlikely.
I mean, everyone...
Basically, Leicester need another 4 points, Chelsea need another 5 points, and United need another 8 points. Palace have to play everyone, apparently. We're playing Palace, United are playing Palace, Leicester just played Palace, and who's the other one? Chelsea are playing Palace as well this weekend.
How have they been so far?
Who, Palace? They're alright until they got battered by Leicester on the weekend. They've been playing well. So it all depends on the relegation teams if they're going to step up or not. Because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't look like they are. They don't look like they are this year. They all look like they're going down without a whimper. Villa and Bournemouth just look like they can't buy
West
a
Ham
point.
had a great result at Chelsea.
Yeah, but they're not in the relegation zone.
Ah. They could have been.
Yeah,
They're like a point ahead, aren't they? Well, they were.
Yeah, but Villa and Bournemouth looks woeful at the moment, and Norwich, they just look like they're losing every week. Like
Yeah, I mean, Norwich are down. They're like 21 points. They're like 6 points adrift or something.
Yeah, no, they can't buy a point, any of those teams.
Daniel Levy did that plane run today.
Not to my knowledge. Oh, you're never too late, I guess. Could still run.
True. Was there a particular minute they were going to do it?
Don't think so.
Can't remember. I did
They
see it
usually-
on Twitter.
They usually do these things at like the start of the game, don't they?
Mm. I hope it did. I hope they didn't get funding. It's just stupid.
The last I heard, they needed £160 or something.
As of when?
When I sent you the thing yesterday.
How did you find it again?
Yeah.
Oh, Andre Gomez. Oh, Lo Celso with a bit of a slip. Nice challenge. Go on, Kane.
Is that our number 10?
Yeah.
The thing is, if they don't get it for this game, they'll do it for another one.
Well, yeah. Bet you. Oi!
What?
I don't know, someone said oi.
Oi. Oi. Oh. Let's go.
Gutting about Kasabian, isn't it?
Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe he's left, and that's it.
Yeah.
Personal reasons.
I think he's going through some mental health issues.
Man, do you reckon they'll replace him? Or just carry on without him?
How can you replace him?
Do you reckon they'll just carry on without him?
What?
No.
And Serge does the
Yeah,
vocals?
Serge just goes into Spain. Oh, I miss a good Kasabian gig.
Miss any gig.
It's true. I do miss a gig, but Kasabian's just special.
Oh, Liam Gallagher was so funny.
Yeah. Come on, Gio. He's dirty, Gio, sometimes.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, he's getting in his face. I like it. A bit of Brazilian, Argentine feud going on over there between Gio and Richarlison. That's it. Don't take no shit.
Uh-oh. Stand up.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
I like Dean. He's a very good player.
Both teams seem to be quite attacking at the moment. Both want to win.
Do you think Lamela deserved to start today?
I wanted to see this. I wanted to see Lo Celso in that role. I really did. So I mean, you could argue he's probably been one of our better players since the restart. I don't think he's been bad, but I don't think he's been so good that you can't put him on the bench. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He's been good. He's probably been one of our better players, but
Who's been our best player since the restart?
Lo Celso.
Mm.
I want to see Lo Celso further forward, see what he can do. But it doesn't look like he's further forward. It looks like he's in a 4-3-3.
Does look like that, doesn't it?
Looks like just Winks looks a bit deeper.
Yeah, I think it's 4-3-P today.
fewest clean sheets.
Come on, you Spurs!
We're up there with Bournemouth, Villa and Norwich.
COYS
for
Spurs.
fewest clean sheets. Come on. Get in there. We do have, to be fair to us, I think we're 5th.
Oh, come on, Gio!
We're 5th for goals scored. Well done, well in, Winksy. Well in. Nice one, Sonny. Good control. Look at Soko.
Lovely. Nice to see a bit of passing move.
Yeah, we seem to be moving the ball quicker.
Come on. Keep the ball. Keep pass the ball.
Bit more one touch, I like it. We're not hanging onto the ball forever.
That's Sonny.
It's a good ball. Bad touch by Kane.
Oh,
Lucky Davis. Davis on Davis. Don't, that's not a foul, that's not a foul.
Is your mum watching us today?
Yeah.
Big Evertonian.
She's got
Does your
screens
mother
on.
know where it is?
She's got the game on. She's got a song. So
Come on, you Spurs.
she won't like it.
Well up, Eric. Well, it's been a confident start.
Yeah, no one laying it love yet.
Yeah, haven't really got none created anything, but at least we're playing it quicker. Which I'd like to see. Come on, Toby. Oh my god. That's alright, so I just got that. Oh, Jesus.
Is that a Wobie?
Yeah.
He'd be getting booed the fuck out of if they had fans here.
Double.
Don't think that was ours.
Sissoko.
Sissoko's trying to fool the referee there. Do you reckon this is our best 11 at the moment? Maybe instead of Bergwijn for Lucas.
I think, yeah, Bergwijn for Lucas. I think, yeah, probably.
With Winks.
I think maybe Ndombele for Winks.
Yeah,
I think Ndombele's got more talent than Winks in terms
definitely
of
that. Well,
yeah.
that's for sure. But
So if you're saying who the best players,
on paper, yeah.
yeah, I think it would be that. But yeah, it's not far off. So we'll have to wait and see how this goes. I've been calling for Toby to partner with Sanchez. I really wanted to see how Toby to partner with Dyer. Because I want to see how that partnership will work with Dyer with his improved performances, partnering with Toby.
Apart from against
Sheffield United, yeah. Come on, Sonny! It's crowded out.
I got Son, Kane, and Aurier in my fantasy.
Sonny seems to be playing a lot further forward today. It's good. You got Son, Kane, and who?
Aurier.
I see. So if they all blank, it's your fault.
I feel like when you help me with fantasy,
that's
you just
terrible.
put shit players in my team, so I won't do as well as you.
Nah.
I don't have Son and or
Who'd you
No, you did it.
not done it features?
I haven't changed it. Not committed fantasy football.
I took out Ndombele and he scored in his debut right at the beginning of the season. Eric Dyer thinks he's Beckham.
Yeah, that was a pretty shocking pass by Dyer. Look at it, pressing up from the front. Uh-oh. That's just the thing, we're not very good out of possession anymore. We're just not. We're not very good at winning the ball back.
We used to pack in like wolves,
Yeah,
hunting.
hunting packs.
That's it, hunting packs. What did I say? Packing wolves.
Packing wolves. Yeah.
We used to pack in wolves.
No one's picking up Iwobi. Okay.
What do you say to all these people that say Levy out?
I mean, I understand what they're saying. I'm not saying Levy is free of criticism. There's a lot to criticise with Levy, but I think you just got to have a bit of perspective. And not you. I feel like all these people hiring planes and stuff. I mean, we're just not at that stage with Levy and as a club. You've got to look at where the club is. We're not like doing like a Newcastle or anything like that. So like,
we could finish 14th this season.
Yeah, but you can't put that all down to Levy. I mean, the guy has bought has paid 50 million on Dombele, 50 million on Celso, 25 on Bergwijn. It's not like he had
one trophy since 2001.
Yeah, I know, but I know, but it's not like he hasn't improved the club.
No, he's definitely improved the club, but can he take us further? That's the point.
Who knows? So he's taken us this far.
But
I don't know if he can take us further, but I don't think we're at a stage where I don't think what it's warranted for flying planes above stadiums saying Levy out. I don't think that's warranted.
I would say to the people that say Levy out is that who's going to come in and take us over now anyway?
Why? Who wouldn't?
What do you mean? Let's say because they want Enoch out. Who's Enoch going to sell to?
Yeah, well, it has to be a.
You know what I mean? You also got to be very careful who takes over the club because you can't just have any pirate coming and taking over.
It's true.
Like, we could easily get another chairman and they'll be 10 times worse than Levy.
I just feel like sometimes...
Or they'll be 10 times better. You never know.
It just comes across... I understand the criticism we have. We've criticised Levy many times. But it just comes across a bit spoiled sometimes, the way our fans criticise Levy a lot of the time. In terms of like he's not... We're not a club... I know we have Joe Lewis, but they criticise it as if like... Because we're not spending £200 million every window, that means he's an awful chairman and we should get him out now.
I don't think it's that. I think it's every time we get to a certain stage, we don't push on and be the team we need.
I understand that. I agree with that.
It's not about spending £200-300 million every summer like Man City.
Yeah, but I know. But sometimes you got to see that Levy's trying as well, and they don't give him that credit. Like he could have easily not got Mourinho. He didn't have to get the most expensive manager in the Premier League.
Yeah. He
didn't have to spend 50 million on Ndombele. He didn't have to. There's things he didn't have to do.
Yeah, but it's
Darren Bent spent 60 million on him.
Is it the right calls though? Are these the right calls?
Is it right? But you got who's responsible for transfers? Is it Levy or is it the manager? Who is it?
Who knows?
Right. So I don't know.
We know
There's
that
a committee.
we know
There's
that
a committee.
Yeah, but we know that managers want. He goes market basements. It's got to be him, not the manager saying, "Oh, don't spend that much. The extra $2 million on him. Let's spend. Let's get Ryan Nelson on free."
Yeah, I mean,
don't spend $4 million on Jack Grealish.
I agree with that.
You know
I agree with that. I do agree. I'm saying he's not perfect.
Far from it.
And I criticise. There's a lot to criticise about Levy, 100%. But you've just got to see the bigger picture of where the club is at the moment from where it was. And that doesn't warrant Levy out banners.
It's also very, very hard to take from going from title challenges, Champions League final to the shit show we're in now.
Yeah, of course it is.
I think that is a lot down to do with Levy. I'm sorry, it is.
Right, okay, but then you see, Chelsea finished 10th 1 year under Roman Abramovich. Mm-hmm. It doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes you have a season where it's bad. It can't be good all the time.
But Chelsea will come back next year and win the league.
Well, not necessarily. Maybe they'll challenge, but we'll have to see next season. But who knows? Maybe we'll have a good season next season.
Maybe.
There's no reason why not.
I just can't see us competing with Chelsea, Man U, City, and Liverpool next year.
I can.
I just can't see it.
I can see it. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Because we're shit.
Yeah, but you could have said that about half the teams all the time.
Yeah, but United looking like they're getting that act here. I know they've only played poor sides, but they're looking good, aren't they?
Look, United looking good at the moment. But these are just knee-jerk reactions. I honestly think they are. I know they're looking good.
Chelsea getting Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech next season.
Yeah. We have to see how they play.
I hate to say it, even Arsenal's starting to get their shit together a little bit. I know that's a bit too soon to say, but they've kept a few clean sheets, beat Wolves.
I know, but this is knee-jerk reactions.
It is knee-jerk, yeah.
It's all knee-jerk.
Arsenal having the worst season of their Premier League history.
And they're above us, yeah.
And they're above us.
I know, it's hard to take. It's very hard to take at the moment. That's how bad our season's gone. Our season's fallen to shit, there's no doubt about it. And Levy definitely takes a lot of the blame for that, for letting the squad get so stale and not refreshing it when it was needed.
Come on, Sonny boy.
But I also sympathise with him a bit, because it wasn't so easy. And it wasn't so simple. A lot of people were just worried about keeping our players, let alone signing new ones.
And what I want to say about the people berating Jose Mourinho and calling for Jose Mourinho's head, like, how stupid can you be?
No,
Seriously,
it's ridiculous.
Like they go, oh, we're not playing this football we played under Poch. Do they not remember the last year under Poch was tragic? The football.
No, remember the first year under Poch was a bit tragic.
Yeah, first year
That's what I'm saying though. This is Jose's first 6 months. He hasn't even had a year.
What I'm saying is the back end of Poch and now is very similar. Like, not much has changed.
No, of course not. There's not much has changed.
It's not the manager's fault. Some of the players can't be asked.
But it takes time. All these things take time. Poch needed a year to get to grips. I even remember 4 games into Poch's second season, people calling for his head because we hadn't won our first 4 games of Poch's second season.
Yeah.
And he had a poor first season. Everyone's saying this isn't working out. Let's get rid. But sometimes it just takes time for these things
Klopp,
to adapt.
for God's sake.
Guardiola didn't do anything in his first year. It takes time.
It's true.
Even Mourinho in his second spell at Chelsea didn't win in his first year, won it in his second year.
You got to look at the top 3 managers in the playing the most attractive football. Let's say in the past 5 years: Pochettino, Klopp, and Guardiola.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 managers all had shit first years.
Yeah, they all needed time to adapt their methods.
But then there's another argument saying is Jose Mourinho just past it?
I disagree. I
I don't know what to believe, to be honest.
I mean, I can see the evidence for and against. There is evidence for and against it, but I really do believe that he's still a good manager. He still has it.
I want to believe he is, but I just don't know. I just haven't seen much evidence of it yet at Tottenham. But I know he's had everything stacked against him. He's been very unlucky, but still, I haven't seen much evidence.
It couldn't have been more against him.
Yeah.
I think we'll find out next season. That's when we're going to find out. We're not going to know.
Oh!
Lucas Moura from 25 yards. Good effort.
He wants a corner, Lucas.
Was that a save? No, didn't touch anyone. Still relatively low-key start to this game at the end.
They haven't had a shot, have they? Everton?
I don't remember him having a shot. He might have looked very tippy-tappy.
I got a proposal.
Proposal?
Not in the comments.
Did you?
Yeah. So sweet.
Oh, he's through. Well done, Lloris.
So easy to split our defence into 2. Look how just one ball over the top and he's in.
If it was weighted better, he was in. Lloris to the ball there.
Maybe Aurier would have got there. Creepy chat. Why? What's going on?
What's going on here?
It's a bunch of creepsters, apparently.
Oh, what's going on with this game? Everyone's just around.
Should drinks break soon, no?
Yeah. That's in like
11
30
minutes
seconds.
break.
In fact, probably now. Oh, let's play for us.
Gilf. Gylfi Sigurdsson, he's literally got one attribute and that's it.
What's that?
Shooting.
It's not a bad one to have.
Yeah.
Wait, like he's good at shooting or he just shoots a lot?
He's good.
Okay, that's a good one.
He's got great techers. Why is that funny?
Because you're 31.
Huh?
Because you're 31.
On Sissoko. Come on, Son. Oh.
Where are you reading the comments?
My friends.
Why?
It's funny.
Kane! Oh, I can get a shot off. Lo Celso!
Yes!
Yes, Lo Celso!
Giovanni Lo Celso!
Come on, Gio! First Premier League goal!
Yeah.
Come on!
Argentine!
Come on!
Give the ball to Gio every
I'm
time!
scared to celebrate just in case.
Giovanni Lo
Is it
Celso.
Goal.
I think so.
I think that's a that's. Oh, let's see.
Unless Kane's offside here.
Wait. No, he's
No.
fine.
No, he's
Oh
fine.
my god, you never know.
Really?
I tell you what, you never know. It could be a fingernail.
Oh, it was
Deflection.
off Keane, yeah.
No, yeah, it was obviously a deflection.
Might be an own goal.
I want them to give it to Gio. Straight away, his first game in the more advanced position, he's got a goal.
But he's
Oh,
not.
it could be an own goal. It could be an own
Yeah.
goal. So that might be going wide actually. Here, we'll see in this angle here.
Yeah, I think that's no.
Still,
But that's what you want to go 1-0 up. Then we're so much more confident.
go right into the drinks break.
What, go 1-0 up?
No.
I thought we played some nice football for that move. I think Spurs have been alright today. It's not been amazing, but we've been okay. It's not
Yeah.
been a bad performance.
Definitely.
It just seemed to go slow motion.
Commented.
We
That's
seem to be
why
playing.
I'm used to. She's not happy, man.
We're just playing a bit quicker.
She said.
We're playing quicker football.
Yeah, it's much better. It's not great, but it's much better than it was.
Yeah, we're just not. We don't seem like dawdling on the ball a lot. We seem to be wanting to get forward, playing it quickly, one-time passes. We're not just dawdling on the ball. That we, that we felt.
What do you make of this drinks break? They were saying on Talk Sport this morning that it's just turned into like a tactics break.
I quite like it. Why not? If you've seen a lot of the time now, it actually affected the games.
No, that's what they were saying on Talk. Danny Murphy was saying it's not a drinks break. It's a break so managers can sort out their tactics and if there's anything's going wrong and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's made an effect, and I quite like it. I thought, why not? Why? I quite like the idea of a manager halfway through the half being able to have a chat with his
They
players.
said it's gone into
Like a
4
timeout.
quarters now.
Like a timeout.
It's a 4 quarters. It's not a.
Why not? So what? Is that a bad thing?
No, I don't know. I don't know if it's bad or good.
I quite like it.
You won't like it when we're on top and then Everton make a change and.
Deal with it. But first of all, it probably suits a manager like Mourinho who loves he loves in-game management and tinkering all the time. And
Yeah.
this and that.
I wonder if Ancelotti. Two greatest managers
Yeah,
coming
true.
head to head. Who would have said a year ago Jose and Mourinho would be at Tottenham and Ancelotti
Yeah.
would be at Everton?
It's definitely going to be an own goal, isn't it?
Really? I have a Gucci purse too.
You've been offered a Gucci purse.
How much they
And
go?
marriage.
Just take it.
How much they go for
Well,
on
not
eBay?
marriage, but
I
take
think
the
they
purse.
might come together.
Ah. Come sign a prenup.
To the marriage or the Gucci purse.
Yeah, apparently it's not counted as Lo Celso goal.
No, offside, off own goal.
I think so.
All
We're a
right.
couple of minutes behind, so friends can have.
You can see here.
Here it says
Live
Gio.
score, yeah, live score is given it to Gio.
What about Flash score?
About Premier League.
Flash score gave it to own goal.
And Fantasy League have given it own goal.
Oh, there you go.
That's all that matters, isn't it?
Oh well, so Gio's waiting for his first Premier League goal goes on, but still haven't involved.
Stephen Joyce asked us if we can say hi. He's a big fan.
Hello, Stephen.
Up, Stephen. 1-0 Spurs. Come on.
Please comment.
Who's Tony?
It's an over, it's left a good comment.
Can't see it.
Yeah, please.
Is it about you?
No, it's about you.
I said hi.
Yeah, from the fridge.
Come on. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we
Come
go.
on.
Come on, Sonny. Come on, Gio.
Gio, come on. Oh, it's a foul! It's not a penalty, but it's a foul. Free kick into the box.
Okay.
Champions League.
This guy literally takes his job seriously. He's like,
What the ref?
yeah. Excuse me, sir. Could you come here to give you a call?
That was a nice little breakaway.
Jose loves his counter attacks. We've got this. We do have the players for good counter-attacking play. Oh, that's a bad one.
Lovely Gio.
Yellow card, surely, for Holgate.
So what did Jose Mourinho say is wrong with Gio? What's the injury?
I don't know. He said he's got a problem. Basically, that he's been niggling with for ever since just before the for a few months. He said, and he said that it's going to be sorted out at the end of the season.
Oh, Dyer wants it.
All right.
Oh no, Harry Kane's coming to claim.
No, please,
Oh,
not
no, he's
Harry.
not.
Yeah, Dyer.
Some guy said this chat's never seen a girl before. Every time we're on this, everyone says cider makes you blind. Why? It doesn't.
Come on, Eric Dyer.
Oh, it's just like the World Cup.
Oh, Eric Dyer.
Not bad.
Good effort. I told you, he's always goes close, Dyer, when he ever has a free kick.
Doesn't seem like we're that far behind.
Ooh.
Behind what?
What do you mean?
The comments, because they're commenting as we're seeing.
Okay, that's good.
Who's that?
Oh, Holgate's
Mason
down.
Holgate.
Everton have looked a bit dull at the moment, to be honest. Haven't done much.
Haven't done anything. They've done a few nice through balls. I haven't quite worked out, but to be honest, this is very similar, apart from the goal, to the first half an hour at Sheffield United.
It's true. It's true. Could have easily been one up in the first half an hour at Sheffield United.
Apart from the goal, it's a carbon copy of the game, I think.
Yep. That's right.
I think maybe we were a bit more wasteful at the Sheffield United game. Like we looked like bad decision making in the final third. That hasn't really happened today. But we were on top. First half an hour, you would say there's only one team that's going to win that. Sheffield United.
Is he coming off?
Oh, is this Everton's second time at the new stadium? Must be
Yeah.
the first team that have come twice. No, West Ham have come twice.
Because they played last game of the season last season.
Do you remember with all those Everton fans that were done to beat Liverpool?
Wasn't a good old game, see.
$185 viewers.
Hello everyone. Are you happy with how Spurs are playing at the moment? Are we happy? Are we not happy? I was happy. I remember the first half against United and all the comments like, "Oh, we're not playing well." Well, why were you playing well? I was like, "What? What game are you watching?" Always interesting to see what people say.
At least most of these comments are about.
You.
This is not negative. Like the game's going really
Oh,
badly.
here's Seamus Coleman. Corner to Everton.
My mum always thought Seamus Coleman looked like Bale.
Really?
Maybe he used to more when he was younger.
He
I'm
looks like
talking
Bale.
2013, 2012, before Bale left.
Who are you talking about?
Seamus Coleman and Bale.
You think he looks like Bale?
No, my mum thinks.
Oh, a little
Used to
bit.
think. Back when Bale played for us, obviously he's changed a lot. He's had surgery, etc.
Has he?
Has he? Surgery?
He never has been back.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I
look
think
at
he did
pictures
that.
of him 20
He
years
did that when
ago.
he was at Spurs. Yeah.
No offence, I love Gareth.
Come on, get out Spurs. No calamities. Haven't really seen much of Harry Winks so far. Who
Yeah, it hasn't been involved that much.
do you think our best player is so far? Okay, Hugo.
Oh, I miss being at the stadium.
Yeah.
Best player so probably the Celso's a pretty easy pick. Son made a run there. Would have been a very good pass.
Come on, Winksy.
Turn.
Lovely.
Nice, Harry. Help him out, yeah?
It's alright.
Oh, it's alright. That's another foul. Nice football,
Did
Spurs.
the ref see that?
Yeah, he played on. He waved his arms. Good ball, Kane.
Can't look at Serge. Oh,
Nice one, Tobes. Oh, Lucas loose there. Oh, nice. Unlucky.
Lovely, Winksy. Come on, Serge.
Help him, Lucas.
Look at Winks. Should have squared it there to Davis. How nice is it not being so deep?
Yeah, we are. But we seem to have a bit of control.
Look at that. Our centre back's playing just before the halfway line.
Nice little difference.
That's a ball though.
Nice one to Soko. I've never seen him do that before. Son looking to get a shot off. Alright, free kick Spurs.
Andre Gomez on Son.
Kane wants it now. Give Dyer another go.
Do you reckon that goes through players' minds, like when he comes out against Spurs and
Gomez, they had that injury.
yeah,
Probably.
coming up against the same player? I know it wasn't his fault, but
Probably does. I don't think that challenge was because of it.
Can affect your performance. You don't go into it as much as like.
I think it takes a lot of mental strength for it not to affect your performance, for sure. If you've had a bad injury like that and then another challenge comes and you don't pull out of it, it takes a lot of mental strength for you to not pull out.
Do you know when Charlie Adam used to click lumps out of us every fucking
Bale
game?
especially, done it a couple of times to Bale, that
Is he the
bastard.
one who like kicked him in the chest, or was it Scott Parker who kicked in the chest sometimes?
Scott
Someone
Parker
kicked Scott Parker in the chest, and I remember
That was
hating the
Balotelli.
guy.
He,
No,
Yeah,
I'm not thinking of Balotelli. Definitely not. 'Cause I think he's
Balotelli
funny.
stamped on his head, didn't he?
Yeah,
Did he?
and then he scored the winner and then he scored a penalty in the last minute.
When I lived in Manchester, he was such a crazy guy. He would like go out and give the homeless money on Christmas Day and
I
stuff.
don't know how true that all that stuff was. Though.
No, it's true.
Was it?
No, I don't know all of it, obviously, but like I know that he went to like schools and stuff and turned up and was like.
I have the
"Hey."
stories.
Because obviously I know about I lived there, so I knew people who were like at the school. Well, like whose younger siblings were at the school.
That's not
I'm
10
not friends
yards,
with
is it?
children.
I don't know, it could be a weird angle.
Alright, Harry Kane. This is going over the bar or into the wall, one of the two. Doesn't do free kicks, Harry Kane. Into the wall.
That one was going on target.
It
Yeah,
had
it was
potential,
on
that one.
I like Eric Dyer's haircut. Proper Viking.
You better not even think about it.
I might.
Don't you? Won't look like that.
I actually went into the barber's today, but it was too much.
Did
for
you?
food. Yeah, Ben Potter's bar.
Don't tell your auntie that.
If you're watching, Rachel,
You couldn't be bothered to wait anymore, basically.
Son's corner. Oh! Nearly a flick on by.
crack
Kane
it, Ben.
there. Davis with a volley well over the bar. Corner. In the corner.
I need a haircut. My haircut by you.
You don't need a haircut.
Diet.
You take Mario Mandzukic.
I would. I think he would be a very good backup. I think he's a good player. I like Mandzukic.
Better than Llorente, surely.
You're on par, I would say. I would say probably better. Yeah, better. Yeah, he's a better player than Llorente. But he's had a year in Qatar. Who knows what that's done to him?
Yeah.
Nah, he's over that.
And if you want.
Toby's had a quiet game, which is usually a good thing for a defender.
Yeah, I mean, our defence hasn't really been called upon.
He's looked assured.
I want like a VAR decision to go against us just to
So
To make us stronger.
Mental tests.
Why would you say something so ridiculous?
Because they need toughening up these pussies.
Yeah, because look what happened last time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Happen again and again
Yes.
until they learn.
Yeah,
how to deal with
exactly.
it.
That's very optimistic. I just don't understand his beard. Why?
It's just Serge.
It's
That's what
so
he does.
long.
That's what he does.
But it's long and it's just like messy.
Serge does what he wants, actually.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I just don't.
You're not saying you do like it.
I'm just not used to it. It's new to me. Well, you know, I don't know many people with that beard style.
Without Toby.
Apart from Serge.
Go for it. You can do him.
Oh,
No.
without Toby again. Good defending.
Well, Tobes. It does seem a bit more calmer at the back with Toby there. Although it did seem calm at the back against West Ham, but they didn't have a striker.
Yeah, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin are no mugs. They're good
Yeah.
strikers, so it's done well to keep them quiet so far. But we've still got 5 minutes to go to half time. Oh, Calvert-Lewin, bloody hell. Don't know what happened there, but Calvert-Lewin won a header at the back post and Lloris just scrambled it behind. Seemed to make more of a mess than that than he should have, Lloris. Did alright, I guess. Get out.
Stephen Vincent says our stream is slow.
I mean, what minute is it on?
Are we watching in black and white? I mean, I wish I was watching in black and white because then I might see Spurs win some trophies.
I mean, it's 8:41 and we're on 40 minutes of the game, so
So
we
it's about
can't
a
be
minute.
that far behind.
About a minute.
We can't be 10 minutes behind. Bit dramatic.
That's the inside for you.
Are
Andre.
you on the fast one?
Yeah.
Fast.
Fast
Give
off
us a
the top.
sing-song, lads. We're winning. That wasn't from me, that was one of your comments.
And we're singing when we're winning. We'll be singing.
That doesn't sound very, like, upbeat.
I get knocked down. I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down. But I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. That's Spurs.
Yeah, it's true.
We get, except we just get knocked and knocked, and we never get
knocked
up.
down.
We won't get
We
up.
get knocked down again. And again.
And we won't ever get up.
No, we're alright. We're not been relegated yet. Touch wood.
True. Well, we have been relegated in our history.
No, not in my history. Or in yours, I hope. Oh wait, you're the same age as me. But, you know.
Well,
When did the last get relegated?
1977.
The age
1977.
Is it relevant?
I just saw the Yorkshire Spurs play.
You probably
Go
did.
on,
They've got
Yorkshire
one now, I
Spurs.
think.
Paul Pavanat.
We didn't send one.
Paul Hewitt says, "Hey guys, who's the woman next to you?" She's my girlfriend.
who is the woman?
My home. So,
She's the woman who lets us do videos in her house.
in ours.
Go on.
Come on, Harry. Play it, play it.
Go on, Lucas! Oh, you take a touch!
Oh, corner ball.
It was so dynamic.
Not enough. But it was good football. But I think Lucas could have done more.
You're punching. Yep.
Oh, there you go. So nice. I'm punching.
Punching each other.
Don't talk about that on camera. Ben actually accidentally elbowed me in the nose this morning.
True.
Accidentally.
It's true. He was,
That's the official story,
He
everyone.
turned around and went right into my face.
Don't need to start spreading rumours of domestic abuse.
He's a very pacifist, non-violent guy.
Set piece goals conceded. Everton are third most.
Huh.
Come on.
Oh!
Oh no! I dropped that one, but nearly fell to Soko. Just about forced out for another corner.
Someone says I look very smug about my girlfriend. And someone else says never admit to punching.
Jordan, mate.
Why don't all of you just stay out my love life and just concentrate on
Because
Tottenham?
you put it on camera every week.
Put it on camera.
I'm just trying to watch the game.
Jordan Pickford has really fallen off his form. Fallen a lot.
Yeah. I was speaking to the Everton chaps about him. They still wouldn't change him.
Really? I don't know if I rate him anymore, to be honest. He makes a lot of mistakes, Pickford. It was ever since that mistake against Liverpool.
That one. Yeah,
Ever since that one. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey!
Kane, get stuck in, mate.
It's hot in here.
I hope we don't do what we did again in the second half against United in the second half today.
Just sit back from minute one.
Just give them all the encouragement in the world.
Just basically go, here, have the ball,
Yeah,
just come and attack us.
See
if you can break us down.
We do have one of the worst defences in the league, but never mind that. See if you can break us down. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Bring back Townsend.
Really?
Oh, at his best.
He can play for our under-21 team.
He was meant to be the future.
He was meant to replace Bale.
I thought Lamella was meant to replace Bale.
No, everyone's meant to replace Bale.
Thank you, everyone, for giving me approval for my girlfriend. I was really looking for it.
Oh, babe, don't go upset.
Is it Aurier? 5 minutes? Why so long?
Yes.
I'm gonna go now.
Ashley's on half-time duties.
Is she?
Huh?
Does she know what she's doing? Since when?
Yeah, she knows.
Interesting. Didn't know that. Self-sufficient.
I can never relax when I'm watching Tottenham Hotspur.
Definitely. Not unless we're 4-0 up with 5 minutes to go.
These comments are jokes.
When you're winning. Alright, come on. Can we sneak another one before
Yeah, my little
time?
brother's watching your stream.
Oh, really?
You have a little brother? How old is he? Oh. Oh, very little.
Called Christopher.
That's cute. Didn't know. How many siblings? Oh yeah, she has loads of siblings. Doesn't she? 7 attempts to 1. Tottenham domination first half.
Exactly. Just in time, the North London derby.
I mean, we've been the better team. It's not been like we've been amazing, but we've been the better team. Oh. No, it's alright. Is it alright? Don't know what's... Everton have been a bit flat. I think Spurs will be happy with how they perform, but I don't think they'll be under any illusion second half. This game could easily go either way. One moment, and all of a sudden the momentum swings. Oh. It's a foul. It's quite a nice evening. It's warm, isn't it?
Go marching in. Yeah, the Spurs fans in full voice.
Exactly. And the South Stand is rocking.
Minute is it? It's 48th minute for us. 24.
It'll be half
5,
time soon.
6. Oh, come on, Winksy. Can't let that happen. What's your favourite Spurs chant, Tim?
My favourite Spurs chant. My favourite Spurs chant. Used to be Manos blow me, Manos blow me, Manos blow me, Manos blow me for the whole 90 minutes. That used to be my favourite, but since Manuel left.
We did Pochettino.
Yeah, Pochettino. It wasn't the same. It doesn't have the same punch to it.
I know.
We need more songs, lads. We need more songs.
I think my favourite song is Being a Yid.
Being a Yid. That's a good one.
We sang it in France and we sang it in Spain.
Nice, come on. Oh,
sang in the sun and we sang in the rain. They tried to stop us and look what it did.
Oh my
thing I love
word.
most
Richarlison,
is
a big
being
chance
a
there.
Yid. Being a Yid. Being a Yid. Thing I love most is being a Yid.
Oh, Richarlison nearly with a goal.
That Everton chant for Richarlison is
Richarlison.
And Man U have a song for Belter for Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, different from the rest.
Why can't we come up with songs like this, man? Guys, in the comments, come up with tunes. We need songs for Spurs. All our songs have come from 50 years ago. We haven't made any new songs in like 50 years.
Alright, half time.
Alright.
Well played, people. We will see you back for the second half. Come on, you Spurs.
1-0 up. Come on. We're back after one first hour. And we haven't even addressed it. Son and Reece having a go at each other. Looks like, according to Sky Sports, apparently because Son wasn't fighting for position. It's like Everton have made a change. Anthony going for Alex Iwobi, but it's good to see some fight. But don't have it on the pitch.
Agreed.
Do not do that on the pitch. It doesn't. Oh, Son's come out smiling. Son has come out smiling with a smile on his face. Classic Son.
The Son has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray!
You know, Son and Lloris, they're good friends, and they've been friends. You know, been in the club for a while together. They know each other very well. So I'm sure it's not something. It's probably something they can easily get past. It's just not nice to see it.
Yeah.
It's not good PR.
I want to see what Jose says after the game.
He'll have to address it, but get this off.
No changes here at the half.
Oh, Lo Celso's won it
No changes.
straight away. Oh, he's lost it. Yeah, that's a free kick.
You know what I would do? I'd bring on Tanguy for Winks.
I think Winks is actually doing all right. He's doing okay, I think. We have a maybe reset it. What's the Xbox? See that?
Where did you put it?
He's got this isn't the right one. Alright. Well, all Son needs to do is just score in the second half and then puts that story to bed. Puts that story to bed.
I want to see Tongi get at least like half an hour today.
Nice, Lucas. Nice. Well done. Well done, Lucas. Oh, lovely, Lo Celso.
Kane wanted it slip through there before.
I think he did well there, Lo Celso. Got it to Serge. I don't think he could have got it to Kane. Oh, foul.
It's yellow, surely. Sai says Hugo's absolutely right for telling him off.
Have to see the incident again, what exactly happened in terms of the...
And?
I said I have to see it again.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it again. Maybe someone on Twitter would have posted it.
Do you think this this Ndombele situation is similar to the Pogba situation?
Lloris and Son making up. See everyone? Best of friends again.
That was like directly after it happened. That looks like still outside.
No, that's the second half.
Oh. Son wasn't smiling when he hugged him.
No, well, he's a serious business here. We've got to win. Whatever. Yeah, it's not great, but at least they're getting at each other a bit, and they're not. There's something. You know, that's what we've been calling for—a bit of leadership. And maybe it wasn't the best place, but it's nice to see they don't want to accept average mediocrity.
Well, that's what Jose was saying, that he calls for a mentality change and they're definitely not going to show the same mentality, and Hugo's trying to stop that from happening.
Clearly taking the message to heart, Hugo.
No point, that's the most exciting thing that's happened all game now.
Yeah, true.
hasn't been the greatest game of football.
No, it has been. Oh, here come Everton. Anthony Gordon, straight into Lloris. Easy.
Did he just come on?
Yeah, he just come on for a Wobie. Tricky little player, Anthony Gordon. Lloris better not make any mistakes in this.
Need to see Son get a goal.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Voldemort says you make me want to slither him.
Ugh.
Wow, they haven't won when behind at half time in 42 games. That's mad.
That's good stats for us.
Yeah, well, Spurs always like to break these records.
It's true. Remember that Mourinho's game at his previous
Yeah.
thing.
Classic, and he's lost twice now.
Well, how many times are a team like X amount of games without a win and then you face Spurs and get a win?
Or a player with X amount of
Yeah.
games and no goals.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like we're a magical team.
Oh, well done, Winksy. Oh, just about got away with that one. Everton started with a bit of intent in the second half.
Yeah, Carlo's got into him second half time.
Oh, well done, Toby. Good covering. Well done, Winksy. Can we? Oh, Serge! Oh my God, Serge dawdling in the ball, but he just about gets back to Toby. Putting my heart in my mouth though, making me sweat, Serge Aurier.
When does he not?
Pirouette by Winksy.
Standard.
Now make John happy.
Can't hate on Winks. He's Tottenham through and through.
Damn right.
So what?
So
I'm Tottenham through and through. Does that mean I should be playing?
Well, it means that no one should be mean to you. Spurs fans shouldn't be mean to you. You're one of us. And Harry Winks is one of us.
Hmm.
Oh, good ball.
When you met me, I had a Winks shirt on.
Yeah. I thought you didn't like Winks anymore.
No, I don't really. I just also think he's Tottenham through and through, and I don't hate him. Even though he didn't stop to talk to me and Sam Chippett. Oh wait, no, sorry, not Sam.
Was
Nathan
Nath?
Davis. Nathan Davis. Not you, Sam.
Nathan pays his wages.
Oh, Toby over the top.
Come on, Sonny!
Sonny!
Come on, Sonny!
Oh, some of the
Come on,
decent
come on.
opportunity. Good save by Pickford.
Why is
So
Kane not there
annoying.
for the rebound?
Nice little play by, nice little ping by Toby. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Lovely ball over the top by Toby. Oh, it's inch perfect. It's a tough one there, son. It would have been a good strike to get in from there.
Yeah.
But he gets in behind Yerry Mina, nearly squeezing it past Pickford, low across the face
Not
of goal.
really.
He's just
Good save.
so important.
It was a pretty easy save, but
Jordan Pickford.
When?
On the World Cup.
yeah.
Everyone's like, he's the best goalkeeper ever. How is
Another
he so
lovely ball looking
underestimated
for
at
Kane.
Everton?
When he saved the penalty
Just
in the
cut up on
shootout.
Michael Keane.
Yeah, I asked my mum and she's like, yes.
It's 1-0 Spurs, people. 53 minutes gone.
No spoilers.
Yeah. We'll try fake spoilers.
It's good because if someone puts the real score, we won't believe them.
Apparently he didn't track back, just flat hands.
Did
Son.
he?
Do you reckon Son feels like he's doing too much defending under Jose?
Maybe. Something I've said that I feel like he makes him a bit blunt sometimes. Oh, everything in the box though. Tony gets it. Well done to Sissoko. Well done to Sissoko.
The Moose!
Clearing up. But look, that was a dangerous attack there by Everton.
Why are you commenting?
People say I'm a Arsenal fan and I'm not. It's really getting to me. I'll be honest.
That is a really horrible thing.
I know. I mean, I've had meme comments before, but that is just...
That's over the line.
It's insulting. It's because I was laughing last week when we were losing. I was just laughing at the comments, trying to make the best of a bad situation. Usually your viewers moan that I look miserable, so I was just trying to smile more. I can't win with these people.
Yeah, I would take him, but I don't think he would ever come. I don't think Everton would sell him for less than like 50 million.
Who?
Luca Dean.
Yeah. Would be very expensive there. Nice one, Davis.
Can you tell me which one is Gomez?
Here. He's off now.
Tell
Number
me
21.
Okay.
Everton pressing forward. Oh no.
Come on, let's get a football
Lloris
from.
claiming the cross. Everton though been on top.
Yeah, they've been better second half so far. Look at everyone's trying to say all these people in the comments are weird, and someone else says stop being creepy, everyone. Debbie Elder.
Nice one, Celso.
Barry's gone.
What do you think of the new kits?
Which one? Oh,
All
I
of
can't
them.
remember what they look like.
I was like white with like patch, like grey.
Oh,
Is that confirmed?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I
Well, it's
Spurs?
not confirmed from Spurs, but
What was the away kit
Oh.
again?
Good
I know
ball.
there was a
Come on,
dark
Sonny.
green one.
In space. Can you get a shot off? No.
crack it.
Winks has put it away.
I can't remember the away in the third kit.
I think I remember thinking I might get the third kit because even though I don't like green, people say that it suits me. That's what made it a big purchase. But it's like khaki green. It's like
Yeah.
it's not the nicest colour around. Can't remember the other ones. Like turquoise again, or blue, or yellow.
Yellow, isn't it?
Maybe
it's
yellow.
yellow.
Nah, yellow is too much. It's too bright. It's too attention drawing. And I think I didn't like the home
These are
kit.
the kits.
Yuck.
Is that definite?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The green one's the best one, I think. The yellow one's okay, but I would never wear
This
it.
one is horrible. The Adidas, the Nike Air Force, whatever it is.
Or the grey one?
All
Yeah,
different
this is
shades
like
of grey.
replicating a trainer.
How? In what way?
That
What
was
way
the colour
is
scheme
that?
of the trainer.
What?
Some famous Nike
It's the
trainer.
stupidest thing I've heard. That's, to be fair, the home kit would make your shoulders look big.
I think they're horrible, to be honest. I like the home. The home one's okay. The rest
I
are horrible.
don't. I don't like them.
And this one's got the pink that we're using in the training
Training
tops.
kits, yeah. Maybe I'll get it.
I don't
I
like
didn't
them.
get one this season. But no, I don't like them. I I wish I got the one where it was white, you know, with the blue here and round the collar.
Mm.
That was actually nice. I just didn't. Thought it was boring at the time. Well.
Go on, Gio.
Good ball.
I think his 4-3-3 is not bad. I think it's better than 4-2-3-1.
No, do you think better
Yeah.
going forward and going back?
This is what
defensively.
Sav has been saying in the match preview. Like we have to play 4-3-3. Rogue Brit says, "What do you think of Lloris's distribution?"
Lloris's distribution.
Mm-hmm.
It's been okay, I guess. I haven't noticed anything. What
Yeah.
was? Have I missed something?
I don't know.
Seems okay. Haven't noticed any mistakes. Haven't noticed any good ones either. I don't know. Has he taken many goal kicks?
Nothing springs to mind. And someone else says Mourinho ball in full effect.
Just where we're sitting back a bit in the second half. We are. But hopefully we can pick our moment here.
What?
What?
Handball.
I don't think 4-3-3 works without Lo Celso.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe put Ndombele instead of Lo Celso.
I want to see Ndombele play. Half an hour I want. Oh, I'm not getting that now.
Can I still make like more than the normal number of substitutions?
Make 5 until the end of the season, yeah.
Why have we not made more every game?
I think we did last game.
Did we? I don't remember that one.
We made 4, I think, last game.
Yeah, I think we made 4 last game. I don't know, he'd just rather have the team settled, I guess. That's his...
Fair enough.
I mean, he makes changes when he wants to make changes, you know what I mean?
I just don't want
He's
him
not going to make
think-
changes just for the sake of making changes.
Hope he doesn't sit back because it's 1-0 and be like, oh, let's just be really defensive.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Gomez has actually been really pretty poor today. After I picked him up.
He's been their best player.
Who, Gomez? Think so?
Is
Who
that
else has
him?
been playing well for them?
Richarlison maybe? I don't know, yeah.
You met him?
No, I said, is that him? My mum fancies him.
Your mum fancies Don Carlo.
No, Gomez.
Oh,
Don't know if
this is Gomez.
Come on. No one in the box.
Who Lo Celso's about to embarrass.
I can't see.
Come on.
Ah. Everyone's saying in the comments that we're parking the bus. It's not parking the
I don't think we're
bus.
parking the bus just yet. We have sat a bit deeper than first half. I wouldn't say we're parking the bus. We're just being...
Pragmatic.
Yeah. And we're being on it defensively. We're not gonna. We don't want incidents like the first half to happen. Nice.
Is that anti-Semitic?
Which one?
You're going to invite Jimmy Wilson round for dinner.
Oh, class. Look at Son in behind.
Come on, Sonny. Shoot! Oh!
Really
Position.
love that effort. Crosses to the far corner. He's going to be clinical from that position sometimes.
Did I read there was another Korean player they wanted to bring in to play with Son?
Yeah, Kim Min-jae.
Ooh,
I've never seen him play, to be honest, but I'll take him.
If he can be recommended by Son.
Apparently he's like 6'5" and just a monster.
Wow.
He's centre back.
Surely he can't be that quick though. He's 6'5".
Don't lose it, Lucas. Don't lose it. Come on, keep going, keep going. Son.
Oh.
Oh,
Everton
Son!
fans
Oh,
are
save! Three chances, well, 3 shots that Son has had in the second half now.
People who don't talk to me for like ever text me about Everton.
Son looks determined to score.
Yeah. So he does.
He's had 3 shots. No. Stupid foul, Harry.
There's a question for you.
I can't read the screen.
It says, question for the girlfriend. My husband is a lifelong Spurs supporter. When they lose, it ruins our whole day, weekend, or week.
Yeah.
It seems that in your case, your boyfriend looks more on the bright side.
No, that's not true. No, he smiles a lot on camera, and then after the camera's off, he's very angry about the football result.
Well, our form's dipped dramatically since you guys got together.
Honestly,
We were in the Champions League final.
Yeah, but in the league form, our league form has been...
Look, I'm not being funny, guys, but since we met, we thought that we would never get a result at Barcelona away, and yet what happened? We got through, thanks to the other team, but whatever.
We had that whole Champions League run
we
from Barcelona.
We did have a Champions League run. That's the honeymoon. And it's just shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in the 90s. Like, it must have been our birds.
True.
Mine and yours.
One out. It's foul.
But no, what was the question? I didn't hear a question. That just sounded like a statement.
Yes. What am I like?
Oh, yeah, that's what like. He's he gets in a big mood for a few days, and then there's another game, and we'll see. But the food helps, and just leaving them alone for a bit. That's what I find.
Sigurdsson off. Bernardo on.
Play Gilf.
He did well for us today, Gilf.
Yeah.
You must have a
Oh, lovely touch, Sonny.
Okay, that's a foul.
He's playing like Ben
How's
Davies
that
as
not foul?
Superman.
I don't have anything.
No.
Okay.
I want to try one of those beers, but there's more cider there.
You bring us some ice, please.
Drinks break.
I know.
Oh, is it their drinks break too? What a quick.
Well, things are looking okay. We just need to hold out. I don't know.
I can't believe you blame me for Spurs.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just showing. I'm not saying there's a correlation. It's just an observation.
No,
Not saying there's
it's
anything
shit.
linked.
There's a lot. Ben's had a lot of shit going on in his life since we met. I think it's my fault.
It's true. He's still got like Bergman to bring on. He can change the game a bit.
Bring on Ndombele, man.
Ndombele.
Give him some minutes.
Lamella.
My mum said, someone asked you a question.
One sec, I need to get the link.
For what?
Let's send it to Grandpa.
Is he just coming up after the game or?
Yeah.
Some guy keeps asking me to wink, it's so rude. A guy keeps commenting saying, let's find still alive.
What's a big blow?
No, no Spurs win, I guess. Yeah, for Everton.
Oh, that's so nice.
Just, yeah, we should change Lucas for Bergman already. It should have happened at the drinks break.
Gordon with a lovely touch, Calvert-Lewin to Richarlison. Gordon's done well to win it back. He was offside though.
Play on, play on. Oh,
He's not been to the hairdressers yet.
We are really bored. I think this is an awful game, and
Yeah,
it's got
second half,
it's got a lot worse in the second half.
And Son's had a few chances. Other than that, nothing much has happened.
Whoa, what on earth is that?
Oh, is that how you open the beer?
Apparently, must be.
Weird.
Something new to try.
Stop giving away stupid fouls! Davis this time, any good?
Not bad.
Not bad.
I like.
No?
Tastes a bit like.
It's got fruit. Is that fruity flavour?
Tastes a bit like neck oil.
You like neck oil? Why are you doing a new thing?
No, it's not.
Smells like neck oil. Yeah, it does taste like neck oil. You're right. Enjoy it if you're watching Tottenham.
Kane. Oh, Lucas, get him off. At least they'll have Sigurdsson on to take it. It really is a stupid foul. That's right.
One goal of this season was a free kick. League Cup tie.
Yeah, Dini can hit him.
14 months since he last scored a Premier League goal. But Gordon and Bernard are surrounding this situation too.
He's just wondering whether Sissoko's far enough across so that Dini can't just sweep it around the edge of that wall and embarrass him. Nerves about it into that left footer.
Kane was right, but Sissoko up the end of that line. It's reluctant to shove across further.
He's pointed out that they're in front of it, and they are.
Do they all hold their hands like that on purpose?
So that they don't do the one under the
Huh?
ball.
To protect themselves? Is that why they all stand like that?
You see him going, Harry, Harry, come on, Harry.
Who's saying
The
that?
referee. So funny.
We're all in awe of Harry Kane.
What's Wing? Oh, he's Wing's doing that lying on the floor thing. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to do it.
That's definitely a Mourinho thing, isn't it? Winks, lie on the ground.
Oh,
No subs yet.
No.
We've got a fucking game on Thursday. Come on.
that's a good point. Let them get.
And we
some
got
rest.
North London Derby on Sunday as well.
Oh man, would you sacrifice Bournemouth to get a good result at Arsenal?
Yes.
Me too.
100%.
And now Sonny.
I cannot face losing to Arsenal.
No.
No,
Even
no,
if it's
no,
a draw,
no, no,
I
I
Is
can't
it that?
even
Would,
lose
is it their first game at the new stadium?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no, they're not winning.
But it's not even that. It's just that they've turned a little corner, they think, and they're getting a bit
They
like
can't win that game.
they're getting a bit big for their boots at the moment.
They can't win that game.
I want to sing that song.
You're never too big for the boot.
That's it, but I don't know the words.
Allow Lucas. Okay, Bergwijn on.
Yeah, Bergwijn will do wonders right now.
Come on.
This game is crying out for Stevie B.
It's a bit of extra energy. If Lucas loses it now.
Oh, lovely.
Help him, help him. Need some energy, man. There's not enough energy.
Some guy just goes, I'm going to do the drying up. Give me a shout if anything happens.
Davis has lost it.
Go to do what?
Drying.
The clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, what a good guy.
Yellow card for Ben Davis. It's a foul. Yeah.
Still trying to get some joy here. This is Jonas Coleman. Gordon. Gomez. King. Reader in towards Richarlison. Dyer intercepted. Gomez. Switch to Digne.
Well done, Musa.
He's got it by Sissoko.
Well done. Yalla, subs. Subs.
Come on, it's time to make some
15
changes.
minutes to go. Come on. What's the hold up? Here
Oh,
we
here we
go.
go, Stevie B.
He looks ill. Who's that?
Tom Davis.
No, that. Tom Davis.
He's Moise Keane. He's
Moise
Seamus.
Keane.
Seamus Coleman.
What? Why do you keep saying weird stuff?
What? That's Seamus Coleman.
Right.
And the other one's Moise Keane.
Moise.
Yeah, Moise Keane.
I used to know someone called Mirza.
And you know someone called Moises.
Moises.
Sidibe.
If you're watching this, Moises.
Shout out to Moises
And Berta.
and Berta.
We have to send it to them now.
Oh, we're making the sub or not?
Yes.
Lucas, please. Son, they're taking off.
Yeah, probably should have been Lucas,
I
but
thought it should be Lucas. I thought he did well in the second half, Son.
yeah, he did.
Looked our most dangerous player.
Well played, Sonny. Give him a 7 today.
7
Or a
for
6
7.
maybe. 6 probably. No spoilers for the player ratings. I think he's been our best player second half, Son.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
attacking wise.
I think so as well. Soko, well done.
Go on, play him!
Oh, that's foul, yeah. Free kick Spurs.
Carl Patrick is giving Son a 7 as well.
That's what's Mourinho saying now.
He's going to bring on Jan for Wiggs. Or for Davis. What? Weirdos.
Bergwijn take it. Oh, Ben Davis has striked well over. It's been a bit of a non-event this second half, to be honest. Bit of a non-event.
I'm literally so bored that I could be asleep right now.
Everton have been just so flat. There's
Yeah.
nothing to them.
We've been pretty flat this second half as well, to be fair.
Yeah, but they're 1-0 down. They're supposed to come in and attack us a bit. They need.
But you've been seeing it, like, teams are getting tired. You saw Wolves against Arsenal. They
Yeah.
looked knackered.
They did look knackered. Can teams stop giving Arsenal goals, please?
Literally.
Like, just give them. Why
It's
are they
ridiculous.
just
But this
giving goals?
has happened throughout our whole lifetime. It's not just now.
It's true.
Ah, come on, just don't concede.
10 minutes to go-ish. Still can't believe they've got Angry Birds on their arm.
Bloody hell. Oh, backheel volley by Calvert-Lewin. Good effort, but into Lloris's arms at the end.
Everton have been shocking, but
Bloody hell, that would have been quite a goal.
you know what happens when teams have been shocking? And we're only 1 goal up.
Yeah.
Bring on Tongi.
One change in 80 minutes. Kane hasn't been involved that much.
But this is exactly how the game at Goodison went. Didn't we? Were 1-0 up and then they conceded like 97th minute or something.
97th, yeah. Who's coming on? Lucas. Got off for Lamella.
Lamella looks determined.
Yeah, he's got those
He
drug
always
addict
does,
eyes.
though. Yeah,
Always
it's
looks
a
like he's
sign.
on drugs. Looks like
150 appearances for Lamella.
Oh, go on, Eric.
It's a lot.
Mark it off with a Rabona.
He's been with us for 7 years.
It's mental, isn't it?
I only know that because I cried when Bale left. And I remember when it was. And I know Lamella came in after that.
I'm crying.
I really fancied him a lot.
Yeah, you know, he lived right by us. Could have seen it any
Really?
time.
When? Where?
Lives in Finchley.
No, he's talking about Bale.
Really?
Oh, I thought you said you fancied Lamella.
Oh, well, no, I did, I think. Probably.
He lived on the next road. He lived literally the next road.
I know. I
Yeah.
think we went down there when the storm finished.
Are you sure he's not still there?
I think he moved. Someone told me he moved. I don't see the Red Range Rover anymore.
One of your friends saw him out there with Ericsson right one time.
And Dyer.
That's mad.
He lives opposite. Literally lives opposite. He opened his door and just like Dyer sitting on the bench. Like Ericsson's there.
I know where Harry Kane lives, but I can't tell him.
We could have just staked it out for like a week. Oh, Everton looking like. That's a foul, thank you. Well, we have to retake it. That would have been a good ball by Harry Kane.
I love Harry Kane. I just wish he was back to his best.
What do you think about any Norwich players? Would you take any?
Aarons, I think. I like Aarons.
What about Lewis?
Cantwell?
No,
No,
Jamal
Lewis. Oh, Jamal Lewis, the left back. He looks alright. I don't know. I
There's
need
a
some
centre
more of
back
it.
apparently we're interested in.
Oh.
We're not gonna... What, time wasting?
Don't know why.
Do you remember when Toby didn't get booked for like 2-3 years or
Yeah,
something?
false class. Yeah, I gave away like 10,000 a year.
What
or
a
something.
Rolls Royce of a defender he was.
I think he's been played well tonight. But Everton haven't offered much.
Yeah.
But he's played well.
The sales loves it. Giovanni Lo Celso, our Argentine. Give the ball to Gio every time. Si, senor.
Wasn't even a goal that's going to win. It's an own goal that's going to win this game.
Yeah, obvious.
Like, I can't even talk like great goals. Alright. Last 6 minutes. Not been action packed, but at least we've kept it tight. We've not conceded too many chances.
Everton have been poor.
Everton have been really poor.
Oh, God.
How Ancelotti at the end of this game, he did finish 1-0. Start something about his players. He's not going to do that. It'd be interesting to know his true thoughts. Just want to shake them. Come on. Give me some ball.
Come on.
Back post, yeah. Oh. Come on, Stephen. Give some support. Oh, unlucky.
Literally haven't seen Kane the whole game.
Yeah, he hasn't been involved really. Oh, well done to Soko. Nice, Musa. He always comes alive in the last 5 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes.
Yeah. His fitness level's second to
Yeah,
none.
the best. Aurier looks knackered, to be fair. He's looked knackered for a while. No,
What was that? Who is that?
Sidibe. You got to think it's going to be at least 5 minutes added on, probably, wouldn't there?
For what?
Just I don't know. There's always at least 5 minutes added on these days.
For the drinks break.
Drinks break, 5 subs, this, that.
There hasn't been 5 subs though.
You're right. It hasn't been 5 subs.
We've made 2.
And they've made 3. It's like normal.
Is Ndombele even going to get 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, shit. No one Ndombele again.
What's going on there?
I really hope it's not.
Can't give him a few minutes. I understand. Oh, Lamella. Oh, Lamella. Lamella with his full rolls. Oh, lovely.
He was so lucky to get through there.
Bit of luck and a bit of class.
If you ask me who the man of the match is, I don't think I can give one. There's been no standout player really.
There really hasn't been. Sissoko maybe. He's been defensively pretty good, but on the ball not great.
Man of the match is everyone.
Sissoko, maybe Toby.
Gio's not been bad.
Yeah.
Gio's been alright, yeah. I think Winks has had a solid game. Ish. Well, the game's not over yet.
Jacob Curtis says Toby.
Yeah, Toby. I
Eddie
think
Payne
Toby's
says Ben Davis.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yes, should be alright.
Actually, oh. He's fine.
Do you remember we thought Son was fine and then it turned out he had like some massive
Yeah,
arm injury?
Yeah,
He'd
he
just been
broke
playing
his
through.
arm. Literally playing with a broken arm.
Scored
Yeah.
2 goals.
Yeah.
What was that at Villa?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Everton on the break. Moise Keane's on the right hand side in space. Oh, he's coming back. Lamella can clear though. 2 minutes to go. Everton are attacking. Crossed by Bernard. Well done, Dyer.
Someone says Sim man of the match. Someone said
Yeah.
Aurier.
Aurier.
Someone says Lloris or Son.
Maybe Son.
Toby Alderweireld.
Son's made a good
Son.
effort.
Lamella with his pristine hair.
I was literally thinking about his hair just then as well.
Oh, get this out, Tottenham. Get this out.
People are saying Son or Aurier. Do you think Aurier had a good game?
Been okay. I don't know. It hasn't been great. I didn't think. Oh. Oh, Gordon over the bar.
Man of the match, the ref.
I think defensively it's been so much better today. It's been so much better.
It's been a similar defensive performance to the West Ham game.
Yeah. And where everything has been poor, it's always down to our
To be honest,
defence.
it's been a very similar game to the West Ham game.
Yeah, it has been. It has been quite similar. What's going on here?
Don't do that, Musa.
It's alright.
Defensive problems, it will be a result that Jose Mourinho will be most proud of. Just take concentration. The team haven't challenged too much, but what they needed to do, they've done. There is a pretty good night.
Nearly into stoppage time here. Oh, Everton going forward again. Oh, Moise Keane.
Oh no.
Oh. Gets a shot away at the edge of the box. It's right in Lloris's
How long have
arms.
it on?
Stoppage time is how many minutes?
Someone tell us.
4 minutes. Oh, not so many. 4 minutes.
Okay.
Spurs just need to hold out for 4 more minutes. Can they get a second? No. Get back, get back. Nice Harry Kane. And Lo Celso. Well done, Tottenham. Good defending. Getting back in position. Come on, Serge. He's on his own. Oh, don't do that. Nice. Lo
Lovely.
Celso.
Come on.
And Vertonghen's coming on. For who? Who?
Now it's Mourinho ball.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
4 minutes of throw-ins. And corner flags.
Oh, I see. We're bringing on more.
Oh,
defensive
Bringing
players.
on Jan Vertonghen for our most creative player.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
If you ever wanted
We
to
are
give away
parking
your
the
tactics.
bus.
Why didn't Jan start? I thought he was solid. He's been through a bit of a rough patch recently, no?
Mm.
I don't want him to leave.
Well, he's been
Nice guy. He's played for like ages.
Well done, Dyer. Well done.
We all get old.
Oh, well done, Stevie. Loose pass winks. Oh, Aurier's done well there. Lamella's done well.
Go on, Harry. He looks.
Every bit every game, isn't he, Harry?
It's nearly 10 o'clock at night.
Hmm.
lovely. Mourinho ball.
Like, Harry Kane's probably not slept well. He's got 2 young kids at home.
It's a free kick. Are they going to hit it in there or are they going to the corner flag? What's this? Oh, interesting.
David Ornstein.
Yeah.
That's the gospel.
Especially for Arsenal.
What's the gossip?
Guendouzi's been training on his own.
Rodriguez says,
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
actually keen to move him on. Interesting.
It's crazy how he didn't get banned.
Yeah, he's mad.
For what?
He got very lucky.
He put his
Oh,
hand
the
on
choke.
Hassan's throat, yeah.
That was our game, no? No, it
was
wasn't.
against,
We watched it.
yeah, Sheffield United. Was it Sheffield United? No, it was against
Don't remember
Brighton.
that.
It was Brighton Arsenal.
Yeah, I remember that was so bad.
Did that not go off?
He did, he did.
Oh.
Who is this commentating?
Gary Neville.
Well, boring voice.
It's over.
Gary Neville. Prefer Phil Neville.
Well out, Davis.
He hits Bernard. He's 4'6".
It's got to be over. What are you screaming? Why is he not playing the whistle?
No clue. He's waiting to 97, so Everton will score. Jesus Christ.
I think that's it for Spurs. Seeing this game out professionally.
3
Professional
more.
job. I think we've been in control of the game. I mean, we did sit back a bit second half, but I guess it won us the game. We could have scored 3 goals. Son had a few chances.
Yeah.
Not being the perfect performance by any stretch, but
It's not been a great game of football, let's be honest.
at least 3 points is 3 points. Tottenham have beaten Everton 1-0.
3 points is 3 points.
Come on.
Alright guys, the live phone-in show will start in about 5-10 minutes time.
Yeah.
Something like that. We're going to turn the screen off just for 5-10 minutes and we'll be back on and we'll be putting the link in the description of how you can have your say on the fan cam, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Come on Spurs, 1-0, Yidos!
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Grandpa.
Can you hear me?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. You feeling good?
good?
All right, we ready? We live?
Yeah.
We're live. All right, guys. Welcome to We Are Tottenham TV. Here's for live football phone-in. We've got my grandpa with us today, who's just watched the game. We've beaten Everton 1-0 in what was not the best of football games, but at least, you know, a professional performance. But what did you make of it, Grandpa? Were you happy?
Yeah. Well, I think they got the. Oh, I'm echoing.
No, it's all right. You're fine.
I think they got their mojo back. I think Son really and Lucas, both of them are running all the time. Cisco had a good game. And the Melo when he came on more times than anybody else. I don't know who I would give the man of the match to. I think probably Son, really.
Son, what did you make? Can I ask you, Grandpa? What did you make of the fighting at half time with Son and Lloris getting into an argument?
I couldn't really understand what it was all about. So I can't comment really.
Apparently, Lloris was angry with Son for losing the ball and not fighting hard to win it back.
Yeah. You don't fight in front of your team and his captain. You just don't do that. But anyway, he still.
It's worked out the best. As you said, Son got man of the match. Or one of our best players, and he could have scored a few goals in that second half.
Yeah, well, they were getting behind. I mean, it was a different game. It was not out best. You know, I thought that we're waking up.
You think it was a step in the right direction, performance-wise?
Oh, it's definitely a step in the right direction. And I think I'm surprised you didn't bring Dele Alli on.
He was injured, Afonso. He wasn't in the squad today.
Is he injured?
Right. Yeah, he's missing today for injury, unfortunately. But we had other options. I know he waited quite a long time to make his first substitution, didn't he? Till like the last 15 minutes.
Well, both teams did.
Yeah, they're both teams did.
Really? No, it wasn't as bad as last time.
That's definitely true. But definitely better than last time.
Last time I couldn't give anybody anything above 5 except the Mella. This time I couldn't give anybody above 6 except Son.
Except Son. All right, well, 6 is better than 5, so at least we're improving. But do you think, in terms of going forward, do you think this is something we can build on? Or still need more improving?
Look, if we can beat Arsenal, you guys will be happy.
You're definitely right about that.
But I think there's an outside chance that we can get into Europe anyway.
All right.
Obviously not the
Champions League. Hoping for.
Yeah. And I think that'll be good for the channel.
You're definitly right about that. Thanks for coming on, Grandpa. Always a pleasure.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you, Grandpa.
Bye.
You want to say bye to Grandpa?
Bye, Grandpa.
Hi, Ben.
How's it going?
You got everything going there?
Everything is going. How's my dad?
Yeah, it's your dad.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Dad.
Enjoyed the game, so kind of.
Yeah, it was very exciting, wasn't it?
Wasn't the best game I've ever seen, I've got to be honest.
We might have to get used to that with Jose in charge.
But a win's a win. That's all I can say.
A win's a win. All right.
I'll see you later.
Nice to see you, Dad.
All right.
Bye.
Shame you weren't here, but anyway.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. All right, guys. Be well. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you too, Dad.
For some reason, this is not working.
1 second, guys.
Si, we're coming to you in literally a second. Just give us a sec. Have you got your laptop here?
Yeah.
I'll just do this from your laptop.
They said there was a bit of an echo
Well,
on the audio.
they're going to need headphones. Just do Si.
Shall I try it?
Try it. But I think they need headphones.
They need headphones.
You can't plug that in.
Oh, why am I plugging this into?
It's not those headphones.
Oh, whatever. All right, Si. These headphones. All right. Just getting some headphones. Yeah. How you doing, Si? Hello.
DJ Sam, how's it going?
What's going on? Back with the beats, but yeah.
Good.
1 sec. All right, so we've been Everton 1-0 today in what was a quite boring game of football, but a win's a win. Was it a step in the right direction today? Were you happy with the performance?
The result, in the sense of the end score, was because we didn't concede a goal. And of course, I think that's probably the main thing today. In terms of performance, I think it was better than last week or worse. It's pretty poor, to be honest. It's pretty boring, but you know what can we do at this moment in time? I think it's kind of difficult to pinpoint what's the next step right now. We're just seeing this season out, and are we looking to improve? It's really difficult. It's really hard to watch at the moment. I think today, maybe it's from the boredom of the game, was that I was probably focusing a bit more on actual individual players rather than watching the game itself. And I think there's a couple of players today that perhaps stood out a bit more than others. Perhaps players, maybe some people didn't sort of analyse like maybe I saw today. So it's good to see a couple of players that have been relatively poor recently to step up a bit and actually maybe have a bit more structure for things going. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but you know, I would have taken anything after that or the other day for sure.
Did you obviously today? And do you think it was no coincidence we had a much better defensive performance with him in the side?
Yes, you can't knock his experience. Yeah, okay, there's been times this season where he may have been questionable, but in most of those times it's because of the players around him putting in those. I think it's going to have done Dyer a lot of good, sure, because yes, Dyer's been playing for many years, but I think he still needs to learn. And I think Toby was given that quite a bit today. And it did deliver some consistency. I think we dealt with every cross, we dealt with every attack almost, apart from 1 or 2, but every team's always going to get paid on goes past us. Yeah, I think it was a good decision. I think we should continue with I don't believe Sanchez is good enough to be relied upon at this moment in time. What we need now is structure and stability, not, oh, is he going to do something ridiculous? That's not what we need right now. We need to focus on the players that are ready to learn or ready to start working more with the other players around them.
What did you make of the incident just before half time between Son and Lloris? Obviously, they're having a bit of an argument, heated argument, it seemed, going to the tunnel. Obviously, it came out all they came out all smiles in the second half.
Yeah, of course.
But what did you make of the incident?
I looked back at it and I think Hugo was absolutely spot on. I do believe that there's other players that he could have done that too in other games, but it's very clear that from reading yesterday that there was some after the match discussion internally. Clearly, things were said, and you know, if you know, we could sit here all season picking out players that didn't crack back with this, that, and the other, and it's just convenient that at this, after a conversation that's clearly happened behind closed doors, something has happened that has gone against what was possibly talked about. And as a captain, I was always a believer, actually. Lloris wasn't the biggest captain we could have, maybe not the most outspoken player on the pitch. Today, he showed an actual leadership quality. I cast back, I think it was the beginning of an altercation on the pitch, and everyone was having a big hoo-ha about it. But that's what big players do. That's what players do. And yeah, of course, it's not nice to see, and no doubt, probably the back pages won't focus on what actually happened. They'll just focus on the altercation part of it. And like you said, at the end of the day, it will sort itself out immediately in the tunnel. So it's not even gone into the dressing room. It's something that was clearly upset him, and ultimately that could have cost a goal. Now, if that was a better shot, it would have been a goal. So the fact that when you've lost the ball in the other half, and everyone else has bust their gut to run back, and you're the only player with your hands up in the air going, oh, why didn't I get the ball? And then not track back yourself. Well, of course you're going to stand. So, and I do believe, some comments a couple of my mates said, perhaps if there were fans and everything, that may have not happened because it's not as easy for the player to out. It's not surprising, but I'm glad it happened. It actually means that at least someone cares about what's going on at the moment, and they care about that, and they care about trying to get some consistency, something out of this dismal season.
Are we just playing for pride now? Like nothing really to play for. I know we got a win today. Puts us on into 8. Is it about the in a few days' time? Is that it?
I have this much confidence that we'll still get in the Champions League spot. I'm not taking away just
no.
Okay? Come on. No,
you have more hope than I do, Simon.
Seriously, it's what Jose said yesterday or today about the target is 18 points. Well, okay, that might not mean a qualification of Champions League, but it's a target in the sense that prove to ourselves that we can get some stability back and focus on next season. Clearly, that's what we have to do. It was a long shot anyway to get the points, even when we started getting 3-4 weeks ago. So, of course, pride is a big thing. I think consistency, and more importantly, probably for the manager, is to see who can he rely on to take forward next season. And then hopefully, I don't know how it's going to happen. Hopefully, we'll add a couple in the summer that fit his model and philosophy, and we'll get rid of players that don't fit that. And I think we know what most players are, where we go with it.
All right. Cheers for coming on, Si. Always good to have you on.
No worries, buddy. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you on a win. Good to see you on a win. Finally.
See you later, guys.
Nice one. I'll see you soon. You need to hold it consistently. Got a new addition. All right, who we got next? Sam Chipek.
All right.
Yes, Sam.
Is my audio okay?
How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Is the audio all right?
I don't want to. Have I got a headphone? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
They're not plugged in. 1 second. I can't. Maybe you're muted. Are you muted? I can't hear you.
I'm muted. No, I'm not muted.
I'm muted. 1 sec, mate.
Hello?
There you go. I can hear you.
All right.
Beautiful. Yes, Sam. How are you feeling? Better after a 1-0 win? More professional today?
Yeah, I wasn't. When you look at the performance in itself after the way we lost against Sheffield United, doesn't look like the most convincing of wins in terms of fighting back after that loss. Felt like the goal was a little bit lucky in the first half because obviously Gio Lo Celso takes a shot which is going to go wide, I think. Goes into the back of the net, 1-0. Yeah, attacking football-wise, hasn't been the most entertaining, if I've got to be honest. I felt like Everton were quite shocking today, apart from a few chances they had, which cost a bit of a temper loss between Lloris and Son. But overall, I guess you just have to say it's 3 points, and our only quest right now is to try and get Europa League and finish above Arsenal, I'm afraid to say.
Is that all we got to play for this season? Just pride and just don't lose the derby.
Pride, don't lose the derby. Maybe try and get Europa League whilst you're at it as well. It's just I said this last interview. The season's a write-off. It's coming towards the end now where we're not having too much to play for. We've only got very little left to focus on what we can achieve.
Do you think it was a step in the right direction today in terms of performance? And obviously the result, we got the win. But do you think you're impressed with how we played, or you still think, not that impressive and we only just got a lucky own goal and, we only just got over the line? Or do you think it was a step in the right direction?
Well, you just got to look at who we played against, though. Like I said, we played against Everton, they were only 1 point behind us before we kicked off. Everton were playing, I thought, terribly today. We're not testing us out as much as how Sheffield United were. I was very happy to see Toby Alderweireld in defence. It was what I was waiting for and calling for, and that finally happened. There was a few sketchy moments where I felt like Everton were going to take a chance after we kept on giving away free kicks, and didn't want to really underestimate Everton's ability for set pieces. So I'd say overall, though, if you take all that away, yeah, all right, we contained them well a bit, I suppose, yeah.
Obviously, there was an incident at half-time just before the break between Lloris and Son, getting into quite a heated argument, allegedly after Son failed to adequately track back after losing possession. Anything really? Do you think it was a big moment? They came out smiles in the second half. Is it water under the bridge now?
Yeah, sorry, you were lagging there, but I managed to hear the last bit of your sentence. I remember watching that and I was quite worried because I didn't know if we would have both players carrying on in the starting 11. It looked like he got sorted in the end because they were like patting each other on the heads or shoulder, whatever. I can't remember. It's not captain-like behaviour to just charge at your teammate like that. Like, obviously, of course, there's always going to be some heated and aggro moments. But no, I don't think that was acceptable from Lloris to just push him like that and have, players coming in between. But I guess we're only going to find out more in the Amazon Prime series what really happened.
Yeah, got a few months to wait before that. But do you think it worked, whatever Lloris was trying to do? Because I thought Son had quite a good second half and he could have got a couple of goals if he was more clinical.
Yeah, look, like I said, I'm glad it got sorted. That's for sure. I'm only being critical in the terms of at the heat of the moment, you shouldn't really do things like that. Because I was already checking Twitter and there was a lot of rival fans just like laughing at that, this, that, the other. But quite clearly, it's not as bad as how people have made it out to be. But it does show that Lloris cares because I have been on his back a lot critically, thinking he's not a very vocal keeper. Well, thought that was very out of character from Lloris, just charging at Son like that and giving him a bit of a nudge, an aggressive nudge, I should add. But we're at least it shows that someone does care, and I guess it did whip Son slightly back into shape a bit. But yeah.
And do you not think it's also like that kind of feeds into the whole thing that Jose Mourinho was talking about before the game about changing the mentality of the team, and this changes over time? And do you think it was evidence of something of because maybe they wouldn't have done that a couple of years ago, Lloris and Son? Maybe Lloris would have kept quiet, but he's decided to speak up in this instance. And do you think that's an influence of what Mourinho is talking about for the match in terms of changing mentality?
It could be for a change of influence on what Mourinho said, or it's down to Hugo Lloris snapping. Like I said, could have been like quite out of character. I thought it was. Mourinho said himself as well that if it was down to him, he'd change the entire starting 11 from last game, I think it was. You can't, this season, as much as you're seeing like a bit of standard negative football from Mourinho, as you probably saw this game, you can't really put too much fault on Mourinho at the moment because he's just fixing up at the moment a mess that was left behind. Yeah, but overall, though, I feel like Mourinho would have handled this situation a lot better than other managers would, I guess, especially the changed Jose Mourinho in terms of being a little bit more mellow. I feel less aggressive, less of this being abusive towards journalists or referees or trying to make another Paul Pogba incident.
Well, let me ask you something about trying to make another Paul Pogba incident, because again, Ndombele didn't get any minutes today, and he hasn't played. He played maybe only against Sheffield United. He played maybe 15 minutes in that game since the restart. Are you disappointed again not to see Ndombele get any minutes?
Look, all we know about Ndombele is that he looks like he's shredded. We've seen a photo of him with, I don't know, like shin pads in the back of his legs or something like that. Like the calves. Look, the last time I saw Ndombele play, his attitude absolutely stinked. And a lot of Spurs fans were saying that, this is not a type of player I want to see play again. And now all of a sudden we want to see Ndombele play again. Look, end of the day, as fickle as the opinions change, we got to remember that Ndombele played in an acceptable manner against Burnley. And, this is down to Mourinho's judgment of what he sees him do in training. If he's seen fit to be used for a real starting 11 Premier League game, that's where it's down to. I'd like to have seen Ndombele have a go today. Although I was particularly more in favour of taking off Lo Celso and putting Vertonghen on to make a 5 at the back to see off the game. But yeah, I guess Bournemouth will be a test to see if we'll even see Ndombele play at all or not.
Yeah, I would expect you to at least play some minutes against Bournemouth. Anyway, Sam, thank you for coming on. As always, pleasure to have you on, Sam.
Thank you.
Always good to have you on, man.
Thank you very much. Always happy to speak.
Nice one, bro. Next up, who we got next? All right, Miche. What are you saying?
Oh my
face today. Happy faces.
That is, yeah. Let's just get straight into it. So
go on.
Obviously, like I was I've been out for like once again for most of the day, but I was on my phone. I'm thinking, I was literally seeing like just all the banter on the TL, like, oh, Lloris, son, what's going on, blah blah blah, and I was like, I get Lloris's point. You know what I mean? Like, I get where he's coming from as far as like, where's the spirit? And I was saying this last week when I was on as well. It's like, I don't know, we just need the motivation within the team, and I feel like obviously as the skipper, you need to have that. You know what I mean? And it will vibrate throughout the team. So even though they made up and everything, you know what I mean? But it's like the initial kind of eruption, as the headlines would say, it's all coming from a good place. You know what I mean? Like, because we're winning. Especially if it's through like an own goal. I wouldn't say shaky, but because it's through an own goal, it's like let's if anything, let's up the momentum. Let's not keep it stagnant. You know what I mean? So I get where Lloris is coming from with the whole that you should make more of an effort in your challenges and not be half-hearted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and obviously you were saying it's coming from a good place, and Mourinho was talking a lot about how his team needs to change mentality because the mentality was weak against Sheffield United, and he's saying the squad might have a problem with mentality. And do you think that was like part of it? That's like part of what Mourinho was talking about, kind of getting stuck into players when they're making unacceptable mistakes. Is that you wouldn't have seen that under Pochettino?
Yeah, like I agree. I think it is. I think it is a mentality thing, and it will take members of the team to kind of, check their teammates, like as with anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't necessarily expect skipper of all people, to just let that kind of like brush that aside, especially if I think you're a good one as well. So I think it is a mentality thing, and I think it starts within the team in terms of like how to fix it. Do you know what I mean? And make it stronger, and more positive.
And obviously we did win today. Obviously, we kept a clean sheet for the first time in a long time. We don't keep many clean sheets. You've got to enjoy them. You've got to enjoy them when you can get them. But what do you think? Toby came back in, got a clean sheet. Is that any coincidence?
Facts. I mean, like, I think, like, I don't think it matters how we get it, bro. I think as long as we get it, I'm game. I'm cool. I think it's important that we do get the wins like this, especially at like coming against Everton. They were doing much better than we were in their past few matches as well. So it's like, I wouldn't have expected, us to come away with a clean sheet. If I'm being honest, I would have thought that they would have scored at least one goal. So I think that comes with, that will help the morale. That will come with helping the morale, and hopefully from here it's more of like a pickup. And the guys in the team kind of, it's kind of almost like a wake up call. Been away for a while. We've had our jaw shaking a little bit, and the skipper kind of kept us a little bit, like some of us at least. And we've walked away with a clean sheet. Doesn't matter how we get it. To me, I'm always like, doesn't matter how we get it, as long as we get the 3 points. I don't care. I don't care if it's an own goal. I don't care if we touch it. I don't care. As long as we get it, I'm fine. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think walking away. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we got Arsenal on Sunday. Before that, we got Bournemouth. Are we resting everyone against Bournemouth? Is that it? Is it just reserves?
Yeah.
Don't care. That's it. I'm not caring. I'm not losing to Arsenal. Not losing to Arsenal.
Listen, like, as in, I believe, like, this might sound crazy, yeah, but I believe that the manager would rather rest players for Bournemouth and lose against Bournemouth and win against Arsenal than the other way around. It's a pride thing. It's a pride thing, especially after everything. Like, we come back, we're fresh. Like, nah. Everyone's gonna ask me when am I dropping the track if we lose against Arsenal. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we gotta get a track. We gotta get a track where we dust Arsenal.
I'm like, listen, if you not lose, I gotta up our spirits a little bit, especially if it's Arsenal. I gotta up the spirits and drop some fire for you lot.
We're now 1 point behind Arsenal again. We got to be chasing down. We can't finish below them, man. We cannot finish below them.
We can't, because if you do, the group chat's gonna be like, where's Miche? Where's he? Like, all my boys are all Arsenal supporters, so yeah, that's one we gotta go with. Like, all guns blazing. Yeah, all guns blazing.
Okay, lovely to have you on as always, bro. Always good to have you on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Always. Thanks. Come on. Love.
Much love.
Come on, Spurs.
All right. Josh. Josh King. Yes, Josh. How you doing?
Yes, you're right, lads. Hello?
Yeah. Last I spoke, we beat West Ham 2-0. You weren't happy after that victory. Any happier today?
Nah.
No?
I think, yeah. No, I'm positives. We won the game. But I've got to be honest. No, I'm not too happy because it's the same thing happening again. I think I've just got to be honest. Like, he's picking his favourites again. Jose, like Sissoko was poor against Sheffield. There's no arguing with that.
Against Sheffield, yeah, I agree. It was poor. I don't think it was poor tonight. I
think he's poor on the ball, though. When you think about it, it's like there was a moment where I think it was Winks passed it back to Dyer when Sissoko's in space in midfield because people don't want to pass it to him, like, because he's not going to do anything with it. I know he's not in the team to be an attacking outlet, but you at least want someone that can link up and pass the ball a bit. And I just think, look, what does Lucas have to do not to get a start? Remember last time I told you, look at the stats. He's the least productive attacker that we have on our roster. He is by far. I think he's contributed to 3 goals in about 27 starts or something like that. Contributed as well. So that's goals and assists. What does he have to do not to to get dropped? But Bergwijn's like on the bench again and getting subbed off and stuff in the Sheffield game and stuff like that. Like, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy that we won, obviously, and that we're still in with it. But I can't believe Everton let us off like that. We were awful, but they were worse.
So you don't think it was more of a step in the right direction, Spurs, or that we can help win?
Sorry, it cut out a little bit there. That we can help win what? Sorry?
I'm saying you were saying Everton were just that bad that we couldn't not win the game. You don't think it was, in terms of performance, it was a step in the right direction?
Yeah, we heard. I don't know if you're listening to the commentary, but Gary Neville in the 90th minute, he's like, "It's taken this long for Everton to get bodies in the box." Like, they were not a threat at all. Like, and our goal had a bit of fortune about it. The only thing that I'll say, I'm glad. obviously he saw that he needed some sort of passer in midfield, so he brought in Winks, which is fair enough. But you've got to look at because I'm starting to look at it long term now, yeah. Because this season I'm not even thinking about it anymore for obvious reasons, yeah. So
Understandable.
long term, you got Tanguy, who's obviously been relegated to the bench. By the way,
no minutes again today, yeah.
No minutes again today, yeah. By the way, I've heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, he looked like he didn't care when he came on against Sheffield." He's the only one that did a penetrating pass. I know Harry Kane was offside when he scored that, but that just shows you what you miss in the team. He's on the field for 15 minutes. He's the one that finds Kane. No one else was doing that, were they? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, so everyone's saying he looks poor. And you've got to imagine this is a young guy that's coming from a different country. He knows every move is going to be scrutinised because he's in the press at the moment. And he still managed to find that pass. And he made a couple interceptions. Like, he's not as good as he could be, but give him a run in the team, and I reckon he would be. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So you got Tanguy who's relegated to the bench, Cess who's not in the squad. So combined, you're talking about 70 mils worth of talent that Mourinho obviously doesn't fancy. And then it's not even so much him not playing Ndombele or Cess or anything, because my thinking was, right, Davis was poor last game, yeah? I actually really liked Davis. But I thought, you've got to change most of that back line. Maybe leave Dyer, but bring Cess in, give him a tryout. Bring probably some... Aurier wasn't that bad, but I thought we'd experiment at right back. Do something. Just change the back line, because all three of them were just standing for that last Sheffield goal. But he didn't. And
he put Toby in, and we got a clean sheet.
Yeah, he did. That was good. I think that's the centre back pairing I'd want, but against faster opponents, even though Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin have got pace, I think against better opponents that have speed, you can't really be having that as your centre back pairing, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just not happy with the fact that he's picking his favourites. Like, he's decided Lucas is one of his favourites. He's going to stick with him. And he's decided Sissoko is one of his favourites, and he's going to stick with him. Do you know what I mean?
I think Sissoko, I disagree with you. I think we actually need Sissoko because we don't have anyone in midfield who can cover the ground Sissoko can cover. We need someone who's...
Skip can do it.
No, he's not like... He does not have the energy Sissoko has. He doesn't. No one does. No one in the squad does.
I watch a lot of youth football, so I've been watching Skip for years, yeah?
Okay, little scout here.
Yeah, but okay, one sec. The energy, the physicality, no. Like, Sissoko's probably the best athlete in the squad, fair enough. But you'll have someone that's got the football intelligence. Because even if it doesn't matter how athletic you are, if you're not chasing back for opposition attacks, which in the first half there was one instance where Sissoko didn't. Sheffield, there was countless times where he didn't. And that's the only thing you're meant to be good at. So I think he deserved to be dropped. That's what I think. I know I'm acting like a manager, and I don't know anywhere near as much as Jose did. Like, I couldn't lace his boots, but I think it's plain to see a lot of people thought that certain people needed to be dropped, and he's obviously not going to drop them, and that's going to hurt us playing football, because this is a big point I wanted to make. Yeah, remember when Liverpool were terrible defensively? Yeah, when Klopp
not
came
so long
in.
ago.
Yeah, when Klopp came in. Yeah, but this is before they bought Van Dijk, Fabinho, and Alisson. Yeah, that's what changed them. But they had amazing people going forward. They had Mane, Salah had just come, all that. Still had Coutinho, whatever. What he did to make them scrape fourth was focus on making them outscore the opponents, because they didn't have anything. They didn't have a defensive midfielder. They didn't have a centre-back pairing, whatever. And it worked. They scraped fourth. They just blew teams out of the water. We've got, if you play Bergwijn, Son, Kane, Lo Celso, Ndombele, and either Skip or Winks. Like, I know we haven't got a DM, but just puts one of those two there. At least they can play football. We will outscore a lot of teams. Like, we'll definitely batter the teams that are meant to be below us. We'll come up short against most of the top six, but we would have got enough wins to do something this season, at least get Europa League. Now we're at the point where we're playing ultra defensive, and the only reason that we're beating a team like Everton is because we're getting a deflected goal. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not excited about the future. I know I'm being negative. I'm sorry, but like,
what did you think of the halftime argument between Lloris and Son? Yeah, the heated exchange they had.
Yeah, well, Lloris I think he's well within his rights because Son didn't track back. I don't like, I'm not just having a go at Sissoko. There was a lot of players that haven't been tracking back recently, and Son should have stuck to his task. You can't just let the ball go by you like that. So, but Sky are blowing it up, and they love Tottenham being in disarray and stuff. So yeah.
Do you think we've needed more of that in the past? Like other players, like taking other players by the scruff of the neck, saying that's not good enough. We need more from you, because we haven't had any of that really. That's not really in our nature, and it's definitely not in someone like Lloris's nature to do something like that.
Yeah. That's true. No, I agree. Yeah, definitely. I think we did need that. But there's been this big narrative of this because Mourinho came out and said, "Oh, the players haven't been mentally strong enough."
Mm-hmm.
And then recently there's been this narrative of, "Oh, we're so weak, we're so fragile mentally." But most of this squad, most of this squad are the same squads that were under under Poch's best years, like when we were knocking out teams in the Champions League, and like, so I honestly don't think that it's a mentality fragile thing. I think that they need the right motivator and someone. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this in the comments because I'm being so anti-Mourinho, but someone that's coming out and calling out the players is not going to win many friends in the dressing room. And I think Poch had that problem near the end as well. Like, Poch couldn't motivate them anymore. If Mourinho was saying, "Oh, I feared for our chances when that VAR decision went against us in Sheffield, at Sheffield," that's obviously seeping into the halftime talk, because look at the way that they came out in the second half. Like, what is he saying to motivate the players? Because I'm sorry, this team didn't look motivated today.
You don't think so?
Oh, we won. Yeah, we looked like.
You don't think they look motivated to kind of prove a point? I thought defensively we were very motivated.
I'd say, yeah, but then there was still some times when Everton could have done better. I think, yeah, you're right. We were motivated more defensively, definitely, but not going forwards. Like, I didn't see any. This is a bit of a nothing game. If you're like someone that doesn't support either of these clubs watching this, you're probably bored. Like, there was no real fight, or do you know what I mean? No great chances. I think, did we only have one shot on target that game?
No, Son had 2 in the second half alone. So maybe
I thought that went wide. No,
Son had a couple in the second half. He forced Pickford into a couple saves.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I remember. But we got Bournemouth next, and then we got Arsenal on Sunday. Are we resting everyone against Bournemouth? What do you think?
Yeah, that's the one game where I'll be like, you don't even need to play Ndombele in the Arsenal game, man. because he doesn't know what this is about yet, and that's the one thing that I'm hoping for. Like, because then, I mean, you've got to start thinking, if we hadn't won today, like, say we hadn't put that deflected goal in, and we get a draw against Bournemouth, then we lose against Arsenal, do you reckon there's a chance Levy might be calling for Mourinho's head by the end of the season?
I don't think there's any chance of that just yet. But you never know. You never know. He's pulled the trigger a bit early once or twice, Levy.
Yes, hasn't he? But yeah, I'd say everything on that Arsenal game now. We have to win that.
Definitely right. Lovely having you on, Josh. Always a pleasure, man. Hopefully be happier next time we win.
Yeah,
I'm hoping so. Good to have you on, man. Nice one.
All right, cool.
Nice one, bro.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
All right. Always good to Josh on. Alex. It's Alex.
Hey, guys.
Hello. How you doing, man? You feeling better today? Or you still a bit unimpressed like a lot of other people in this stream?
I mean, I think I nearly fell asleep like 5 times, to be honest, during that game. But look, when Jose Mourinho was brought in as a manager, what I said was that he's going to play a certain style of football, which is boring. And it's what he did at United. He played boring football, but if he wins the games, I'm not actually going to. There's not much I'm going to complain about, because that's how he plays his games. That's how he manages his team. But when against Sheffield, I was furious because if you don't win the game and you play awfully, then I'm gonna be annoyed. But we actually did win the game today. I don't care it was a deflection. It's still a goal, we obviously tried to sit back and defend that, and actually defended pretty decently, to be honest, considering our defending for most of the season's been awful. I just think going forward there's a bit to be concerned about, because I don't think there was that real hunger that was being talked about midweek. I'm not sure, apart from the incident at half time, I really saw that hunger on the pitch. But yeah.
Did you see that incident at half time as a positive then? Is it if you saw it as a hunger from the players?
My gut reaction when it happened was I think I was really, really annoyed at the whole situation, because I feel like that sort of thing should be happening in the dressing room, not on the pitch. I think that is without a doubt for sure. However, on reflection, actually someone actually cares, You look at, and I think Son's been someone's better today, but he's been awful since the restart. Son couldn't even be bothered to trap it. And it's not just him, it was Son this time, but it's been other players other times, and we don't want to name and shame. But I think that Lloris, as our he really showed being a captain is there. He grab him and say, what are you doing? This is a massive match, get this club into Europe next year, so I actually think it was a good thing in the end, and Mourinho in his post-match presser agreed.
Okay, so at least, as you said, at least they showed some fight. Is it part of that mentality, do you think, that Mourinho is trying to install in the team that he's been talking about a lot this week?
Yeah, I mean, against Sheffield, I criticize. I don't think it has worked yet, and clearly even Mourinho knows it hasn't. It is going to obviously take a while, but I think maybe we did see the seeds of that today. That is something that in the past few years has been criticised about Tottenham, having that weak mentality. This is one of those first steps. You've got to have players calling each other out. And if this has to be the way it's done, then perhaps so be it. Sure, the cameras are going to love this and everything, but at least we saw a nice little hug at the end there of Sonny and Lloris. But yeah.
Do you think people, you as well, I'd be saying that today we sat back and we weren't that creative going forward, and we weren't so good in attacking sense. Do you think maybe we're being a bit tad harsh on the team in terms of I know maybe it wasn't the most free flowing game of football, but we did create more chances. We were the better team. We were in control of the game for the majority of the game. Do you not think we deserve more praise for the victory than we've been getting, or do you think it's more down to Everton being as poor as they were?
Oh, Everton was shocking. Everton were really, really bad. I think from as I said, from a defensive standpoint, there's not much you can say. It's a clean sheet. Whenever you have a clean sheet, there's not really a lot you can complain about. And Jose Mourinho is our manager, and this is how he likes to play. But I do think that I'm not sure that we did see the hunger and desire that we'd really expect. How all these players have been playing together for so long, they know how each other work. I just really, after the disaster that has been this entire season and obviously the last game, I expect us to maybe go for the second goal, and not actually sit back on the one, because defending a 1-0 lead is really tough, because all it takes is Moise Kean or Sigurdsson or someone just to or a defensive mishap to occur, and then we know what happens with Tottenham. I mean, someone on Twitter said, let's play Everton goal bingo. When's it coming? Because it happens time and time again. We've seen it time and time again this season.
Toby came in the back line today. First game since the restart. We saw very little defensive mistakes today, which has not been the case, and even in the games we've won since the restart. Do you think that was no coincidence? Do you think he was putting a good performance?
Toby Alderweireld signed a contract, not a few months ago. A lot of people don't remember that. Well, it was so long ago now, but that was the reason. Mourinho obviously believes in him. He and all of us have been asking him to sign the contract for years. So we know he's a solid defender who has been poor in some games, but when the defense obviously on last week was really, really poor, leaking goals, you've got to switch up. And I think Eric Dyer, I've been very critical of for a while now, but he is proving himself in defence. Even I've got to admit that. And perhaps Alderweireld and him can work something out. It's not the partnership we're really expecting. Maybe hopefully Davinson Sanchez can really be pushed on with this, but it's good to actually have a bit of competition in defence now, because we are getting, Tanganga comes back. That's another one that we could have for next season as well. And then you've got a whole variety of defenders and perhaps some new additions in the summer. Fingers crossed.
No, but, wouldn't hold your breath.
Yeah. Knowing us. Yeah. But we really, really need that competition in the squad, I feel. To really advance. But yeah, one thing I do want to say though is about Ndombele, and I think it's Jose Mourinho is he's a bigger football expert than any of us, right? There is something very wrong with his situation, and I don't think anyone knows what it is precisely. It could be unfit, could be whatever. I think there is something really wrong for him not to even come on as a substitute in any of these games. Apart from what I think is very, very worrying. And I just really hope that something is going to be sorted, because as a previous caller said, this could be going the same way as the Pogba situation very easily. You don't want another Paul Pogba really in this, and and it's such a shame because the talent that this guy has is ridiculous. We've seen it at times this season. It would be such a shame, and I just really think that something needs to give in this situation.
I agree. It would be a shame if we were to let go of Ndombele too early. But we've got Bournemouth next, a North London derby a few days later. 2 games in 6 days, I think it is.
Yeah.
What are we resting everyone against Bournemouth?
Put Mourinho up front. That
mean Kane's 100%. I'll do it.
A shout out to Kane actually, because he is a great midfielder, isn't he? I think
little Paul Scholes, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. Put him in midfield. But anyway, I think that with the Bournemouth game coming up, I think it is so. I think Lloris said it after the game. We do not have the right to drop points now to the end of the season. The shocking season it's been, we should really be giving it our all in these last 5 games and actually prove we have something to get excited for next season. Because we sure as hell aren't going to get any exciting additions in the summer. Well, it looks that way. So we actually just need, something to be excited about. And I think we got to go for it against Bournemouth with a decent team, But against Arsenal, look, that is I thought when the season calendar came out, seems like millennia ago now, last summer. I see that game. You think, right, that game at the end of the season, that North London derby is going to decide something, isn't it? And it is going to. It seems like it's the battle of the Europa League, isn't it? So which, it's let's try and make it more glamorous than it actually is. But
might not even be that.
Well,
we're lucky.
Battle for
the top half.
Yeah,
top half.
Battle for mid-table superiority. But we have to show Mourinho. He does not like Arsenal. His comments midweek showed that. He's got a lot on the line in this. I'm
If
really
he
looking
can't get
forward to it.
yeah, if he can't get motivated for that game, I don't know what he can get them motivated
You know,
for.
and hopefully our players will realise the kind of game a North London derby is. It is an absolutely brutal affair, and I really hope for all Spurs fans watching this,
We do
all
not
our
lose that
sakes,
game.
otherwise, yeah.
I'm going to have to delete social media if Arsenal.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Oh, God.
Anyway, Alex, cheers for coming on.
Thanks so much,
Nice to
guys.
see you, man. Always a pleasure, man.
See you next time.
It's good to have Alex on. All right, we're cutting it off. Whoever's left in the studio will get you on, but after that, I don't think we're going to have time for any more people. So, get the studio now. Joseph.
How you doing? You alright?
Hello, Joseph. How you doing, friend?
Yeah, long time.
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. We've won today. It doesn't seem like it for all the calls, but we have won 1-0 against Everton. Were you happy with the game?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't really happy with it. I mean, it was one of those games where basically it was battle of who is worse, really, in terms of like us and Everton. In terms of we didn't play great. I mean, it's probably one of the most boring wins I think I'd ever seen. Spurs too, but at the end of the day, you can't really complain with a win because we've been so short of them in the last, it's like 10 games, I think 2 wins in 10 games now. So, and a clean sheet, we say earlier. I think we've got to be happy with that. I mean, at least a clean sheet and with a win, but there's Everton was so toothless tonight in terms of attack. They didn't really do anything really. And I think on the day they would have punished us a lot more, but luckily today they had a very real off day and Ancelotti was definitely furious with that.
So you think it was more of a case of Everton not being so good than Tottenham playing well today that gave us the win?
Yeah, I think it was Everton not playing well as well. That's just what it does. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the defence played well. I mean, you only play well against who you're up against. Good to get a clean sheet as well. So obviously defence played well in that respect, and it was good for Lloris as well to show some sort of that kind of balls to say, and then kind of go to Son and be like, this wasn't good enough. Show some real like leadership, if that makes sense. Show he cares as well.
Well, definitely, you can argue it worked, seeing as Son had a pretty good second half. He could have scored a couple goals if he was a bit more clinical. But where do you see this win put us this season? Obviously, we're up to 8th now. Potentially, that's the Europa League spot. Is that what you're looking for? Or is it just finish above Arsenal? Or is it nothing? Do you not care what happens?
I mean, yeah, it's a difficult question now because you always get this debate, do we want Europa League as fans? Because we've always had that in the past, Europa League's kind of long, treacherous journeys away from home, Thursday, Sunday all the time. And we've never really had a squad that's been able to compete, in both competitions, both League and Europa League. I can remember for years before we got in the Champions League for the first time, we were in Europa League for years because we just kept this Thursday, Sunday, and then we didn't have the squad to deal with it. So, and this season, I think I would want it just because obviously I know Mourinho would take it seriously. I know that I want a trophy at the end of the day, and it's just another chance to get in Champions League, which in case, another shocking league season, which you've got to admit it's been a shocking season this year. If one of those next year, then you do want another chance to get in the Champions League. So I definitely will be all up for it. If Mourinho will take it seriously, I'll be up for Europa League. But the thing is, yeah, that's the best we can hope for right now, isn't it?
And who's your man of the match today?
Man of the match? Well, it's a difficult question because there wasn't really.
That's a hard one.
There wasn't really a man. I mean, I'm glad to see Toby back in though. To be fair, in defence, I was going to say about him because it's been a long time. Especially after that, I was still hurting after Thursday's capitulation in defence. So I was glad to see Toby back in, and obviously it's good to see a clean sheet come back and work. So I think he played well. I think trying to think who else played well. In a way, I'll admit, Kane got some crucial touches as well in the opposite box. Obviously not the box we really want him in, but he played really well defensively as well today with some crucial headers as well. But also shout out for Dyer as well, for Dyer and Alderweireld, patrolling Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, getting kind of keeping them out. So I think it's between one of those three. But I think I'll go with Alderweireld for his first start back in a long time. I think it's fair assessment of man of the match.
All right. Thank you
But
for
it wasn't-
coming on, Joseph. Always
No
good to-
worries.
oh, sorry, what was that? What was that?
Yeah, no, I was saying it wasn't really much of man of the match because
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I think the scrappy goal that won the game today, the deflected goal, pretty much summed up the game of how the
Mhm.
game was. It's like like no team played brilliantly today, but yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm happy enough with the win, and I'm glad I'm moved to Bournemouth on Thursday, and then obviously the big one on Sunday.
All right. Cheers, on Joseph. We'll
No
have you on,
worries.
man.
Thank you
Nice
very
one,
much.
mate. Cheers, on, bro. The GOAT. Must be Kyle.
Yo.
Hello, Kyle.
Hello.
Welcome back to the channel, Kyle. How you doing, Matt?
Good,
We've been Everton 1-0. You happy, lad, today?
Yeah, I'm more happy than anyone else is because I know they're
Finally, someone's happy.
I'm happy. Obviously, always happy. But yeah, a win's a win. But I almost fell asleep 1,000 times. Yeah, so yeah, a win's a win. But yeah, we've done quite good. But man of the match, I'll probably give it to Toby. Good defending. And finally good to see him back in the lineup after not being starting the last 3 games, but finally great to see him back. Hopefully he can start against the Scum because he scored before. So hopefully he can start Thursday and Sunday then. That would be good, but I'm shocked Lloris and Son had a little fight because I've not seen it happen with Spurs since Newcastle had a little fight when it was Kieran Dyer and Lee Bowyer, but that's something that's never happened at Spurs, but first time. But hopefully that doesn't happen on Thursday and Sunday. Hopefully they don't do that. Wonder what Mourinho is gonna say to them.
How much is Sunday mean to you? If we had to not lose, really, we can't lose that game, can we, on Sunday?
No, because Arsenal have not won at the Lane since 2014 when it was that Thomas Rosicky strike. But because some Arsenal fans saying, "Oh, we won North London." No, you don't. You didn't even come to North London first. We actually stayed there for years, but then they decided to move there because they didn't like staying in Highbury. And like Craig Mitch said, they don't belong over here. They belong over there, and they do. They can. And an Arsenal fan says they think they're going to finish above us, but shut it. You're not finishing above us. Yeah, they can stay. They can move down.
Something we all know about Arsenal is they love to celebrate too early, don't they? They do like to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But do you think today, obviously we beat Everton 1-0. You said you're happy, but a lot of people are saying that they're not happy with the defensive style of play. Does it not bother you? Do you just think a win's a win?
Yeah, like a win's a win, as I said. I know everyone's not happy with the defence, but I think that's what Mourinho needs to sort out in the summer. Like Sanchez, I know he's good, but bring in at least another centre back and it would be nice to bring in another centre back. I don't know who, but I think that needs to be strengthened. Like apparently, I just saw that Dybala might still be having a medical to come to us, but that would be nice. I know we were close to getting him, but it was probably his image rights. But yeah, I'm happy with the defence, but that needs to be sorted. And Thursday, I think it'll be 3-1 Tottenham because I know some players love scoring against Bournemouth, Kane, Son, but yeah, and Sunday, I'm going for a 3-0 win. Kane hat-trick, that would be nice.
That's it, double prediction. Well, Kane loves the North London derby, doesn't he, Kyle?
Yeah, that would be 14 North London derby goals, I think. So, yeah. So,
we all hope you're right. We all hope you're right.
Yeah. So, yeah, focus Thursday, and I'm going 4-0. Yeah.
4-0 now, upgraded.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday 4-0. Thursday 4-0.
Then, 3-0 Sunday. So, if we win Thursday, hopefully Leicester can do us a favour tomorrow because Vardy loves scoring against the top 6, and I think he loves scoring against Arsenal. So, hopefully Leicester can do us a favour, and then that would be nice. So, I'll be watching the game.
All right.
Hopefully Vardy can score. So
I hope
yeah,
so too.
Wins the win, as I said. But I'll see you Thursday and Sunday.
Looking forward to it, Carl. Lovely to have you on as always.
See you then. Come on, you
See you soon.
Spurs.
Come on, that's it. Come on, you Spurs.
Let's go.
Cheers for coming on, Carl. Always a pleasure. Who we got coming on now? Who's next? Michael. What's going on, Michael? Oh, I think are you muted?
Yeah.
No, there you
I'm
go.
back,
There you
I'm
go.
back.
There
Alright,
you go. He's
guys.
back.
What's
He's
up?
back. You tell me what's up. We've beaten Everton 1-0. Everyone's complaining. Only Kyle's a happy bunny. But how were you happy?
No.
No, you're
I'm
not
in the
happy
same
either.
mood, yeah.
Are we just a bunch of spoiled brats, our Spurs fans? We can't appreciate a victory.
I've appreciated it. But no, it's the thing is, if we play the same way we've played today against Arsenal, nah, we're not getting a win. We're gonna be scored by Aubameyang and all the like. So yeah, we need to change the approach, and we need the spirit, and that's what Lori was getting from Son, the spirit to come back, to get back into the defense and to get the ball back after losing it. And honestly, as a friend of mine called here, the same spirit Mourinho has after some dumb call has been made by the ref, the throwing of the bottle and stuff. Yeah. So we need the spirit. If you get the spirit, chances are we can get like 2-1 of Arsenal and even more of Bournemouth. Maybe 4-0. Seeing 4-0, 4-1 there. But the spirit has to be there.
We didn't show the spirit today in defence. You don't think today we defended well and we kept it tight, and we I don't remember too many mistakes we made going at the back. Everton didn't have too many chances, and everyone's saying how bad Everton were. And yeah, they were bad, but they don't have bad players. Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin have given many defences a lot of trouble this season, so do not deserve credit for shutting them out.
Yes, we do. They do deserve credit. The Toby and Dye and the guys there back there, they do deserve the credit, but it was coming. A goal was going to. It didn't come. We're lucky there. I have to say, we're also very lucky with Mikel Antonio, but trust me, a goal will come. We should expect the goals to come because the defense, we need to upgrade the defense we need one more center back, a strong center back who can stay there and read the game and supply the balls, which I thought Toby was going to come and do. But I think tactics change and all. And we also need a defensive midfielder who can hold in that space there where I think Sissoko can do. But we do need those key positions, center back and maybe central defensive midfielder, so that our game can be better. In that a goal was coming. I saw a goal coming. We're lucky not to have it. West Ham, I also saw a goal coming. We're lucky not to have it. Sheffield, the goal came, and it came through near the wings. So yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, so you weren't too happy about how we played in generally, but you're happy with the defensive performance. When we got one game, Bournemouth, as you said, and we got Arsenal. Do you think we can maybe look to build some momentum going to North London derby? Are you thinking, or maybe we should rest everyone against Bournemouth?
Let's rest people against Bournemouth. Let's go.
We could all. I think everyone agrees.
Let's go trash. Let's send Woolwich Arsenal back to Woolwich. And
damn right.
If we can do that, with Arsenal's remaining fixtures, they have Leicester. With their first starting with Leicester, they have Arsenal and City. If we can dent their chances of getting to Europe, we'll really be on the right course. If we can set the mood on a downfall, we will really have the Europe for us, and I'll be very happy and can brag about it to all my Arsenal friends. And we
need something to brag about at the moment, right?
Yeah, we need something to
brag. As long as we end the season above Arsenal, it's everything's okay.
Not just above Arsenal, but also in Europe.
And then okay. Always. All right, nice one, Michael. Nice
All
having
right
you on,
then.
man. Always a pleasure,
Thanks.
man.
Yeah,
Cheers on
cheers.
your-
Come on, you
cheers for coming on,
Spurs.
man. Come on, you Spurs. Yes, Mike. All right, last two guys. Harrison.
Hello.
Yes, Harrison. What are you
Can
saying?
you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
That's cool.
What did you make of the game?
Well, my friend, it was I would say it's an all right performance. I wouldn't say it was the greatest. If it was the greatest, we would have gone up by 2-0, and I honestly thought that would have been a very good performance. But again, I don't know if it's Jose's way of life, because I don't know what he's doing, but he decides to hold on. He tells the lads to hold on, and I don't think he should be doing that. He should be bringing on more subs, attacking subs, I should say, like Jedson Fernandez, and Ndombele. But then yet again, if there is something going on behind the scenes that we don't know, then that's obviously a good enough reason to keep him on the bench. And yeah, I think we should have gone 2-0 up really, if we pushed for that, which some of the players did, then yet some of the players didn't. And you could just see who isn't doing it. You could automatically see, okay, this player isn't doing that. Why isn't he coming off? Jose isn't taking them off. It took nearly 70 minutes. Can you believe that? 70 minutes for a substitution to happen.
Longer than that, I think. It was like 76, I think, was the first one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Jose likes to take his time, but now's not the time to take your time. Now's the time to put on an attacking midfielder or something like that and get that final goal. Because trust me, Carlo Ancelotti isn't just going to be chilling on the side. Yes, he was sobbing on the bench for like the past 8 minutes of the game. But at the end of the day, Everton are in a way like us. In a sense, they're like us. They're not only battling for like Europa, because obviously Champions League is done. There's no chance at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to all the Spurs fans who are watching this who think we have a chance. We don't. All right, get out of your heads.
I'm not sure there are many left, but they're dying out. They're dying out.
No, yeah, they're going extinct, mate. It's just a very unfortunate time. But quite simply, Everton and Sheffield and all of that, they're battling for Europa, and we're battling for Europa. And I don't understand why there's so many Spurs fans saying, "Oh, we shouldn't do Europa League. Oh, if we stay out of it, we could focus on the FA Cup and stuff like that," which I do get. But we need the finances. We can't just sit back and then allow other teams like Sheffield United, who like 3 seasons ago, they were in League One. And it's just mental that. And for the past 3 years, we haven't spent nothing besides earlier this season. And we've just allowed League One clubs to crawl up our backs. And it's just like, okay, what's going on? I thought we were pushing for the Champions League, the Premier League. It's mental. I'd love to get your opinion on it. What's your opinion on the past 5 years?
Yeah, my opinion on the past 5 years of Spurs is a massive shame that under Pochettino, when we were at our best, that we didn't kind of win a trophy. I think the main reason we didn't win a trophy under Pochettino is mainly down to Daniel Levy. I would say he's mostly at fault. However, objectively, from an objective standpoint, Daniel Levy has done so much good for the club, and he's also part of the reason why we're now one of the top clubs in Europe and seen as one of the top clubs in Europe. So it goes both ways. But I think the past 5 years, I think you just look back at it with a lot of regret. I do. Actually, at the time, you're thinking, "Oh, we're building on something so massive, and we're gonna lead us into consistent title challenges." And to see it peter away as it has done this season is a massive shame. And obviously, the breaking point was the Champions League final, where since then, I think the players have lost belief that it's ever going to happen for them. And we've definitely needed a refreshing of the squad. We've needed it all throughout those 5 years, and it's gone a bit stale. And that's kind of what's happened. And I think we do have good players, but we just need some freshening up in a lot of key areas. And I think with time, Mourinho can be successful, but whether he'll get the time and the resources is just always the big question.
Yeah, as you just said, some of the players' attitudes are going completely stale, and the club in general. So, again, I'm still shocked that we didn't bring in Dybala, regardless on what his idea was on staying in Italy or not. We were close at signing Dybala. We were close at signing Bruno Fernandes. And I don't know if it's just Daniel Levy. I also think it's Enoch, the guys behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Lewis, I believe that's his name. They're completely irrelevant to us because we don't care about the board. We care about the money that's coming in. But yeah, we were close to signing top talent players who have now one stayed in Italy and now one's gone to Manchester United and proved that he's a very top quality midfielder. And it's all because we didn't spend money, the right amount of money, regardless on the stadium, on anything like that that's going on behind the scenes. From a business standpoint, I respect Daniel Levy. I can't believe what he's done for the club. He's brought in a massive stadium that we could never dream of 5 years ago, but we got it. But now's the football, and I think there's a lot of passionate fans and are demanding like the types of Bruno Fernandes to come in and prove themselves to be, a good fit for Tottenham Hotspur. But at this moment in time, we don't have the money. Well, yet again, we did, but we've unfortunately, we spent wisely, but then unfortunately, some of them haven't turned out to be what we thought they were going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's been
I
a
think
big
that's
problem,
just the upsetting bit.
Yeah, and that's where Levy could point to, isn't it? Yeah, he could always point to, well, I bought Soldado for 30 million. Look how that turned out. I've just broken your transfer record on Tonki Dembele. You don't even play him. Why in this summer when it's been, the coronavirus is here, it's been there's been a loss of 200 million in profits or in revenue for Tottenham going to the summer, and he's looking at his most expensive signing. What he's probably thinking, why would I splash out this summer? Give me a reason.
Exactly. It's
so
crazy
what are we going to
do? We've invested quite a lot in the team. And I hate it that a lot of Spurs fans are saying, "Oh, we haven't invested." But this season we have, and we started to. And at least that's a good positive to take in, that we've started this season with a lot of good signings. It's just unfortunate that we had a lot of injuries and a lot of the players unhappy right now. And for some reason, we don't know.
What did you make of? I want to get your opinion on the halftime incident. Between Son and
Lloris.
Yeah, and if you thought that was a positive, Mourinho seems to think it was a positive. Apparently, he said it was a beautiful sight. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. I've just read that in the comments somewhere. Obviously, it clearly got under Son's skin, but I thought he came out a better player in the second half, so maybe you could argue it worked. What did you make of the whole incident?
Honestly, when I was watching it, I was just like, this is not Hugo Lloris and Son. I looked at them and I was like, I have never seen Son, trying to barge into Lloris, and Lo Celso and Winks and that are trying to hold them back. It was mental. I couldn't believe it. I understand why Lloris was angry. I mean, it was a clear reason why he was angry. You can understand that when it was explained at half time. But yeah, I've never seen that from Lloris, which is in a good sense. I think it was good. But there was also a thing in the back of my mind whilst I was going myself a drink at half time. I nearly spilt my drink, because I was quivering, because I couldn't believe that just happened. And then number two, what if this affects the team's morale going into the rest of the half? I'd be terrified. I think every single Spurs fan. I went on a Instagram post that a fan page posted, right? And every single comment was like, what was Son and Lloris all about? I think that's how shocking it was. And it must have been shocking to Son and Lloris and Jose Mourinho. I would love to hear what it was like in the locker room after that incident. I would have loved to see it. I would have paid money to see it.
For Mourinho, said, it's beautiful. It's probably a consequence of our meetings. If you want to blame someone for that, it's me. I was critical of the boys. They were not critical enough with themselves. I asked them to be more demanding of each other. And that's what I was saying before the game. That's what was my reaction to this. Is I thought this was definitely a reaction to what Mourinho was saying in midweek, and clearly Mourinho is confirming that, because Mourinho was talking a lot about the change in mentality of the team after the defeat to Sheffield United, and he said he doesn't get pissed off when our team loses due to mistakes, but what he does get pissed off is when he feels like we could have given more, and that's what he wants to change, that kind of mentality in the team. And clearly Lloris felt Son could have given more, and maybe a couple of years ago he wouldn't have done it. He did that today. I think that's a case of mentality potentially changing within the team.
Hopefully, I mean, hopefully, if this is what we need now to get that extra edge, then that's what we need to do. We need to demand more from our players, and the players need to demand more from themselves. That's how we're going to get the Europa League spot.
What do you think of Toby Alderweireld today, coming into the defence, and we kept a clean sheet? It was his first game since the restart.
When I saw Toby Alderweireld's name on the team sheet, well, on the lineup on Instagram earlier today, I nearly dropped my phone in excitement. I was so happy to see him back. It was absolutely brilliant to see that perfect slick hair just back in the middle of our defence. I loved it.
Yeah, he played well, didn't he? I thought Spurs defensively, people happy with performance, going forward. I thought defensively we were on point today, and we didn't give Everton any encouragement. And I thought we no mistakes, which there have been a lot of mistakes since the restart defensively, all the whole season. So I think it was a step in the right direction in that sense.
I got one question for you. Does it feel like Eric Dyer is doing some WWE moves on Ben Davies recently?
Ben Davies?
If nobody watching this understands what my question was about, the past 2 games, Ben Davies has been bodied by Eric Dyer just coming out of nowhere, taking the clearance.
I need to see some clips of that. I haven't seen that. No, I haven't noticed.
You didn't see it. It was. I think it was near the near earlier in the second half. Ben Davies was marking his man. He was going to head it. Then Eric Dyer just flies out of nowhere and bashes it. And Eric Dyer just falls on the Ben Davies falls on the floor.
Haven't seen that. No, I have to take another look at that. But hopefully Ben Davies is all right. But Dyer's a big unit, isn't he? And he's performing well as well. Another good performance today. I know he had a bad game against Sheffield United, but I thought he turned it around again today, Eric Dyer.
To be fair, the boys could have done a lot better, every single one of them. We can't just blame it on the defence. We can blame that game on the morale. It was just a very bad day. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shocking day. We got Arsenal coming up. Before that, we got Bournemouth. Would you like us to rest everyone for that Bournemouth game, or do you still think we need to get that win?
Honestly, I'd take any win. I don't care how we win. We just got to win. It doesn't matter now in terms of who we got on the field. If they had the mentality and the right attitude to go out there and get the points, then that's who I want to put on. And I just want to say that I really hope that we can see Jedson Fernandez play a few more games, because I saw him on the bench earlier today and he just didn't look happy. And, he's going to be here for the next 12 months after the season ends. You want to see a bit more from him. He's a young lad and he's wasting his time being at our club. It's a sad truth to say. It's a sad truth to admit.
I don't really see a place in the team for him, to be honest. Where would you play him?
Oh, that depends on the formation that Jose wants to play, because we've been playing the 4-2-3-1, but tonight we played the 4-4-3.
4-3-3, yeah.
Sorry, no, the 4-3-3. There you go. Right. So we played the 4-3-3, and I was so excited because I've always wanted to see Tottenham pull off this with the team that we have, and I would love to see a midfield filled with Jedson Fernandez, Moussa Sissoko, and Giovanni Lo Celso. To me, that's creative. That's dangerous. It's beautiful. Just imagine it. It's amazing.
Haven't seen many people calling for Jedson yet. So you're a first.
Yeah, well, first one has to stand out, right? So
fair enough. Harrison, it's been a pleasure having you on. Hope to see you again soon.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
Really good having you on, man.
I will look out for the next videos, mate.
Sure, Thursday.
Enjoy yourself.
Come on.
All right.
Nice to see you, man.
Tell that.
All right. Lastly, Abdul.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hello,
I'm doing
man. You
good.
all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you so much for waiting all this time. You've been the last guest of the night. It must have been a long wait. Well, we appreciate everyone who comes on the show, but thank you for coming on. What do you think of the game? Were you happy?
Yeah, I was happy. I remember the first time I was on your show, I think it was against West Ham United. I was like the second last, and now I'm last. So what's going on, man?
Sorry, man. We'll get you on earlier next time.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'm just saying it's just a coincidence that I was second last and now I'm last. But you were talking about the game that we had today. Again, it was like a snooze fest to me, but a lot of people are sort of too negative on the team today. Again, I'll take it. It's 3 points. Again, Everton was really bad. I do feel like we need to inject more speed into the offense. But I do see. But the good thing about this performance is I do see points in which we can exceed expectations. There's some key positions that we really need to change up. Again, I don't like to be the guy that's constantly blaming like Serge Aurier, but the thing about Serge Aurier is he's not really that sharp on the ball, and then whenever we need to play those little sharp passes, he's not. He really holds on to the ball. He's too rash. He doesn't have a good first touch, and he doesn't have really like that good of a football brain. But then again, he does work hard at times. I'll give him that. He's constantly running around. Same goes for Ben Davies. I feel like there's so many times where Heung-min Son was too isolated up top, and he sort of needed like that Ben Davies to do the overlapping run to take away one player, so it's more of a one-on-one. And again, just on the other side, I know a lot of people don't really talk about the Everton team, but just look at Lucas Digne. You can see the difference in quality from Digne to Serge Aurier because they were like on the other side. And it's pretty clear that even though Everton lost the game, really Lucas Digne was just killing Serge Aurier because he was constantly attacking that side. He was like their only main threat. He was doing all those through balls, beautiful crosses. So yeah, we just see points in where we need to improve.
Do you think today defensively we were much better than obviously we were on the game against Sheffield United last week? Do you think that was because Toby Alderweireld came into? Was that in your opinion, or do you think Everton were that bad?
We were so bad last game against Sheffield. It's really not that hard to
Yeah, you got a good point there.
Yeah, like we were so terrible. But again, big shout out to Eric Dyer. This dude was winning every single like corner. And again, when you have a striker like Dominic Calvert-Lewin and even Richarlison, they're really good in the air, very aggressive. So it's good that they were the first one winning those headers. Yeah, man. So Eric Dyer really did his thing over there. Again, the defense was okay, but again, there's still some holes, and I feel like if we were to face a better attacking team with more talent, like I don't want to say it, but for example, Arsenal. If you give Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, okay, maybe not Arsenal. Okay, let me use a different thing. Maybe like Chelsea or something, where you have like Christian Pulisic, who's really good on the floor, and he can really drop the shoulder and create space. Like I remember, I think it was like the 85th minute where Moise Kean had like a shot from like outside the box. And again, he really created space he was double teamed by Harry Winks and Eric Dyer. He just pushed Harry Winks off and he dropped the shoulder and created space for Eric Dyer to get that shot. And again, that's just a little example of, just like the amount of space other strikers can create. I'm surprised Richarlison didn't really do anything, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt to the defenders. They did a really good job. And even with Toby Alderweireld, I remember he gave one nice through ball to like Heung-min Son.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe like in the 60th minute when Yerry Mina first came on.
Yeah.
He gave like a nice cross across the field to Heung-min Son. Heung-min
Son
Son
had a chance to shoot, yeah.
Exactly. That's just that little piece of quality that we need. Yeah, but like there's a lot of places that we need to improve, and if we just have a proper right back, if we have a good fullback and a nice holding mid, I feel like that would be good enough to sort of shield the defense because our center backs is not the greatest. Obviously, they have declined with Toby and Young. They have declined from, their peak, 4 years ago. But it's not that bad. I feel like if we have more protection in the midfield and better fullbacks to really exploit the space, we can really be dangerous because we have some world-class attackers up front.
Well, Jose said actually this week that he's discussed his transfer plans with Daniel Levy. He said Daniel knows what he wants, but he also says he also respects the situation of the pandemic, Tottenham having big losses of revenue. So, are you prepared for Tottenham maybe not strengthening as much as you would like this summer? And if we don't, what would your feelings be against the chairman if that it would be the case?
Like I do understand where he's coming from. We have lost like $200 million in like revenues or something from this whole COVID. Like everybody has lost a lot of money during this whole COVID and this whole break and everything. But again, there comes to a point where I understand where Daniel Levy and Joe Lewis come from, where they're sort of treating Tottenham like a business because again, it is a football club, but at the end of the day, a business is a big part of it. but it comes to a point where you sort of need to change your mentality and sort of think of it as put yourself in the Jose Mourinho side, because there's some positions like again we need to get a proper fullbacks. Like again, if we have like a good right back, maybe like a Max Aarons or I don't know, maybe like a João Cancelo, I can really see this team being dangerous. And again, we are heavily linked with like Højbjerg. I can sort of see them maybe not strengthening other positions that may not be main priority, maybe like a backup striker. Again, backup striker is always good because we can't just be playing Harry Kane 90 minutes every game. That's how he's constantly getting injured every year. But if you gave me the choice whether to buy another right back or buy a backup striker, obviously I'm going to look at the defense first. And again, Daniel Levy has to have some sense, and he sort of has to him and Jose Mourinho have to come to some understanding. Some positions may not be filled up. Like I don't know, we may not have another attacking mid. We may not have we might not have a backup to Heung-min Son because we really don't have a backup left mid. We have a good right mid for Lucas Moura. We have that Lucas Moura Bergman, but we don't really have him for that left wing or a striker. And we may not get a backup, but the left back, right back, and CDM are places that we need to strengthen because, again, a lot of people are sort of negative on the team, but if we just strengthen those positions, I can see this team easily being a top 4 side.
I agree with you. I completely agree. Abdul, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. Wait, one quick. What did you think of the Son and Lloris incident at halftime? We didn't speak about that. What did you make of it?
Again, the Son and Lloris incident. I guess it sort of hints that there's sort of like a change of mentality towards a side, but I feel like it was a little bit too rash from Lloris to like just be charging at Heung-min. So it comes to a point where there's a difference between like charging like as if you're trying to body slam Heung-min Son and just like kind of having a little talk with him saying that, you know, I understand that you are attacking, but we need that more pressing from you because, again, they had a good chance. And the worst thing you can do is concede a late goal like before halftime because that just changes up the whole tactic. And again, we know that this squad doesn't really have the strongest mentality. Like when you compare the mentality of Spurs to like a Liverpool, it's two totally different. Like, and yeah, and I guess that's the reason why Lloris is a captain because for like the years I've been watching, the years that Lloris has been captaining this team, I was sort of not sure as to why this guy's a captain of Spurs and he's a captain of the French team, but clearly that he probably does it a lot on the training ground. And again, it's like one of the first times that you actually see it on the pitch because again, when you're a captain of the team and the goalkeeper, it's really hard to like instill your instructions and your mentality because you're all the way back there. But those are one of the few examples as to why he's the true captain. And I guess he's a great captain. He's been captain of the team for plenty of years, right? So yeah,
quite a few years now. All right,
yeah.
Abdul, thank you for waiting. Save the best till last, I think, in our situation. Thank you for coming on, bro. Really appreciate you waiting. I really appreciate your support. And cheers for coming on.
Yeah, man, come on, Spurs. We better dominate Arsenal. We gotta dominate Arsenal.
You're goddamn right. We better beat those Arsenal bastards.
Man.
No,
all right, man. Peace,
cheers,
man. Take care.
All right, guys, that is a wrap. Thank you, everyone, for coming on.
Come on, we won a game at last.
It's been a long stream. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for everyone's support, for viewers. We've won 1-0 against Everton, so everyone's happy about that.
Well, not everyone.
No, apparently everyone. Most aren't happy about it, I should actually say. We're happy. 3 points, Spurs, and let's hope we race everyone against Bournemouth.
Exactly. We'll see you again for the live stream on Thursday.
Spurs reserves, come on.